Just asked him how I did it. I got out the limo, grabbed her hand, and went upstairs and fucked her.
I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
Now, if you wanna go renegade, bitch.
I'm in Miami right now. I'm in Miami right now. I'm in that for your file. I'm on Ocean Drive. I'm in Miami. In Miami right now. I'm in that for your file right now. On Ocean Drive right now. That's on my mama. I'm in Miami. I go to the window, so I'm going to Cali. I swear I'm too official. I'm out with them niggas. I'm some other rapper on the city. That nigga, he rigging. We pull out with them guns. You know me in the real. Well, mama pays, I ain't having ever since that I was ill. Yeah, I came up like an 8-pack and I will never squill. Whenever ever on my mouth, cause I swear I'm too real. Yeah, I'm in the East Coast. I'm living life for real. Why the fuck you can hate it? I ride you to chill. You gon' really piss me off, and I'ma pull up with the steel. I'ma pull up with the Draco and get your ass killed. Man, stop capping, cause I'm fucking wicked. I pull up to your city, tell me your location, bitches. You know we fuck that shit. My youngest know you killin'. I wanna grind, got money on my mind, no money on my wrist, so I can tell the time. You know I'm rapping the job and I'm trying to eat. All around the world I'm doing shows, I really come to eat. They trying to play on me, I swear I'm doing my shit. Remember my time I was poor and I ain't have shit. Every day I'm just riding by the same outfit. I done came up, I'm switching cars, now I'm switching shit. These niggas mad at me, they wanna clone me. I'm in Miami right now, I'm off of South Beach. I'm living large, I'm living life. They know me, wanna take my life. Yeah, it's on my mama. I'm in Miami. I'm out there doing this video shooting, going to Cali. I'm on my mama, I'm on my mama, and I'm in Miami right now. I'm in the 305, yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. Pull up with a red car, my life is on now. They wanna play with me, they wanna clone me. I'm bad bitch, Latino, she wanna sleep with me. I'm in the 305 right now. I'm in Miami right now. On Ocean Drive right now. I'm in Miami right now. I'm in Miami. I'm in the 305. 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 I'm in Miami right now. Yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. I'm in Miami right now. Yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. Yeah, and the front car. That's all look at me. I'm the youngest in the game. You can't beat me. Cause I'm that nigga from the bottom. No, I will never change. Diamonds on my hoodie. I got diamonds on my chain. I'm in this song. No, that's right. Ain't no game. Yeah. In Miami right now. And the 305. Yeah.
What happened was, you know, like I said, I had the crazy track record, Def Jam, everything was good. You know, I go to do the 6th album, and, you know,
Jay-Z
somebody
became
else
president.
takes over. Yeah. You know, when he first got the job, he hit me with the call like, yo, dog, inmates is running the building, like, yo, you good? Finish the album, shoot the video. What happened? Go on vacation and, you know, we don't know. What you mean you don't know? How do you listen to a whole album, pick a single, shoot a video, then don't know? Okay, I see what's really good. You're trying to eliminate the competition. You know, because at first you retire, you know, then get me off the label, now you're back rapping again. Okay. I mean, it's all good. It's all good.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Late night crew. Hold on, they kicked my dog. Crazy cats. Hey, say what's up to your boy, motherfuckers. Happy Saturday. Uh-oh. 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 As I eat my pecan. Extremely nutty.
Pause.
Victoria, Javon Barksdale, Regina. Shamira was good. Scott Johnson, Lennox, Rhonda, we in here. Bob, Janice. Big shout out to Kendra. Why I don't know, but shout out to Kendra. And I know why. I just don't know why I was put in that position. Mama Love was happening. Bob is right. Hit that fucking like button to get the fuck out. Mr. Big, what's happening? Hey, Jay-Z. Let me holler at you, nigga. You not slick, nigga. You can get everybody else with this bullshit, but you can't get me. You can make everybody else believe in puffs of smoke, but not me. I'm on your head, nigga. I ain't gonna lie, I've been waiting for you to slip up for a while now. You slipping, you falling, you can't get up. R.I.P. X. I ain't forgot about this shit with X either, bro. Shay don't forget much in this hip hop shit, bro. From, you know, I process it differently. See, I was really in the mix when I was in my backsliding days and, you know, being a heathen and shit, one of Satan's handlers, but now I use all of that shit for, all that knowledge and shit for something different now. I use it for a higher power. A power that will last. The shit y'all on ain't gonna last. That's word. But then again, I'm probably lying. David, what up? Donis. Katya, what's happening? Eyes open, what it do? This shit is going, bro, when I tell you, and shout out to the new subs, when I tell y'all, tonight's going to be a mess. It's gonna be a motherfucking mess, nigga. Come on, Jay, it's Saturday night. Get me ready, Jay. Kenyatta, what's happening, cuz? Hey, Jay, get me right. It's Saturday, bro. It's Saturday. Lying ass niggas. I got y'all niggas, though. Got you, though.
Tuned into the motherfucking greatest. Tuned into the motherfucking. Now tuned into the motherfucking. Now tuned into the motherfucking greatest. Turn the music up in the headphones. Tim, you can go and brush your shoulders off, nigga. I got you. Yeah. If you feeling like a pimp, nigga, go and brush your shoulders off. Ladies is pimps too, go and brush your shoulders off. Niggas is crazy, baby, don't forget that boy told you get that dirt up your shoulders. I probably owe it to y'all, probably be locked by the force. Trying to hustle some things that go with the Porsche. Feeling no remorse, feeling like my hand was forced. Middle finger nigga to the law, nigga, grip him a ball. Said the ladies, they love me. From the bleachers, they screaming. All the ballers is bouncing, they like the way I be leaning. All the rappers be hating off the track that I'm making. But all the hustlers, they love it just to see one of us make it. Came from the bottom to the top of the pop. Nigga learned in Japan and I'm straight up the block. I can run it back, get it, man, I'm straight up the block. I can run it back, cause I'm straight with the rock. If you feeling like a pimp, nigga, gone, brush your shoulders off. Ladies and pimps, gone, brush your shoulders off. Niggas is crazy, baby, don't forget that boy told you, kid. That, turn up your shoulder, you got a kid. That, turn up your shoulder, you got a kid. That, turn up your shoulder, you got a kid. That, turn up your shoulder, you got a kid. That, turn up your shoulder. Your homie holding position in the kitchen with soda. I just whipped up a watch, trying to get me a rover. Trying to stretch out the coca like a wrestler, yes sir. Keep the heckler close, you know them smokers attention. But like 52 cards went out, I'm through dealing now. 52 bars come out, now you feel them now. 52 cars roll out, remove ceiling in case 52 bras come out. Now you chillin' with a boss, bitch, cards FC on the sleeve. At the 40-40 club, ESPN on the screen. I play the grip for the jeans, plus the slippers is clean. No chrome on the wheels, I'm a grown-up for real. G feeling like a pimp, nigga, gone, brush your shoulders off. Ladies is pimps too, gone, brush your shoulders off. Niggas is crazy, baby, don't forget that boy told you, kid. That, turn up your shoulder, you got a kid. That, turn up your shoulder, you got a kid. That, turn up your shoulder, you got a kid. That, turn up your shoulder, you got a kid. That, turn up your shoulder.
Jay-Z, let me ask you a quick question. When was the last time you uploaded a video to your Rock Nation channel? Because I took a look at your Rock Nation channel. Because, you know, I'm God's son, and sometimes God will dime me with some things that I didn't know I wanted to know. You haven't uploaded a video on your Rock Nation channel in 9 months. That changed today. You uploaded your first video to Rock Nation YouTube channel in 9 months. What video did you upload?
Tactical nuke incoming!
Trending, what's happening, cousin? James, what's happening? This is your first upload in 9 months? Accuser factual allegations. I wonder what's going to pop up when I click this, Jay.
Well, we are back now on an update on a high-profile case that we've been following. Jay-Z's rape accuser coming forward, but with contradictions in her account. Earlier this week, the woman accusing the music mogul of raping her when she was 13 years old spoke out exclusively to NBC News. Our Chloe Malas has the investigation and a warning. The details in this story may be disturbing.
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me you uploaded, you've committed copyright infringement? Unless you have written permission, express consent from NBC News. Forgotten something was happening. Jay-Z, why would you upload this to your channel? I know everybody on this platform don't know copyright law, but I do. And let me tell you something, little nigga. You got permission to do this from your homies over at NBC. You know, the same homies that ran down on that alleged rape victim. I'm not going. Y'all can try this shit with everybody. I'm actually paying attention. I know 99.9% of the YouTube channels don't have a nigga eating cashew, what is these, pecans? Don't have a nigga eating pecans sitting here telling y'all that NBC is in direct cahoots with Jay. Do you need more proof? Jay just uploaded their whole ass video, and this is like a director's cut. Y'all believe anything, bro. I'm starting to question Jay-Z dropping an album on 9/11. Uh-oh. Yeah, you do remember that Jay-Z dropped an album on actual 9/11. Let's see what version they played.
You should always advocate for yourself and be a voice for yourself. You should never let what somebody else did run your life.
A 38-year-old mother from Alabama who has filed a lawsuit accusing Sean Diddy Combs and Jay-Z of raping her when she was 13 years old is speaking out to NBC News for the first time. She asked us not to reveal her identity.
What made you want to come forward?
Again, this is uploaded
today
to Rock Nation's channel.
Because I think that I've been quiet long enough about what I've been through, and it's been hard enough to be quiet. But it's a chapter of my life that I'd like to close.
An NBC News review of her account found inconsistencies with her allegations. She says that she went to the MTV Video Music Awards in 2000 to catch a glimpse of her favorite celebrities.
You weren't scared to be all alone?
No, with having autism is like feeling like you live your life in a shatterproof juggle ball. The world's on fire. The fire is inside the ball with you, but there's no way for you to get out.
In addition to having autism, the woman says she suffered a head injury. The night of the 2000s VMAs, she says a friend drove her from Rochester, New York to Manhattan, a more than 5-hour drive. Her attorney provided NBC News with the name of the friend who has since died. The woman says she spoke to Combs's limo driver, who offered her a ride to an after party.
I stumbled upon Diddy's driver, who told me that I was exactly what Diddy was looking for.
What did you think when he said that to you?
I thought it meant that I was just pretty.
She went to a White House, she says, where she spoke to musicians Benji Madden and his brother.
I'm talking to Benji Madden about his tattoo because, I have about his tattoo that's the Last Supper, because I have a religious background. So it was just something to talk about.
In a statement to NBC News, a representative of the Maddens confirmed that they did not attend the 2000 VMAs and that they were on tour in the Midwest at the time. At the after party, she says she had a drink that made her feel woozy. Then she says Combs and Carter took turns raping her while a female celebrity watched.
Jay-Z comes in and rapes me. He at that point I was fighting, trying to get away from him, and he put his hand over my mouth and told me to stop it, cut the.
After the alleged rape, she says she ran to a gas station where she called her father, who picked her up and drove her home.
We rode home in silence. He didn't ask me what happened. He didn't ask me what I did or where I was.
In an interview with NBC News, her father said he could not verify the claims. Quote, "I felt like I would remember that, and I don't. I have a lot going on, but I mean, that's something that would definitely stick in my mind," he said. When we asked the woman about the contradictions in a phone interview on Friday, she said that she stands by her statements. "I have made some mistakes," she said. "Honestly, what is the clearest is what happened to me." The inconsistencies in her account of an incident alleged to have happened 24 years ago does not necessarily mean the allegations are false. The accuser's attorney, Tony Busby, said, "Because we have interrogated her intensely, she has even agreed to submit to a polygraph. This has been extremely distressing for her, to the point she has experienced seizures and had to seek medical treatment due to the stress." In a statement to NBC News, Sean Carter said this incident didn't happen, and yet he...
To prove that this nigga ain't in cahoots with them, he gives them a statement and then uploads the whole video to his channel. And I'm going to show you that he uploaded a video that he got from them. I'm going to prove it to you.
Filed it in court and doubled down in the press. True justice is coming. We fight from victory, not for victory.
Is any part of you scared coming out against such powerful people?
Yeah, I'm scared of what could happen, but I'm more afraid of letting it eat me alive from the inside out than I am of, being chastised by their fans.
What?
All right, Chloe Malas joining us now live. Chloe, we just heard.
So this is everything we've seen, right?
Statement from Jay-Z. What else are you hearing from him and his team?
Yes, so his attorney said that they're going to ask the court to, quote, dismiss this frivolous case. And also moments ago, we heard from Diddy's legal team, and I want to read you some of what they said. They said, quote, "This is the beginning of the end of this shameful money grab." And remember, he remains behind bars at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, and his criminal trial begins in May.
All right, very thorough reporting there.
That reporting was not thorough in any fucking way.
Chloe, thank you so much for that. Well, coming up next, when we return, the urgent search for a suspect in a...
Jay, how did you get this copy? Where'd you get this copy from? Where did you get this copy? Because I got a question. Let's check out NBC News. Let's see where this is the upload from their channel. This is the one from yesterday. You see 161,000 views. Which y'all have to feel stupid. This shit is not doing the viral shit y'all thought it was gonna do. Look where their video starts though.
You should always advocate for yourself and be a voice for yourself. You should never let what somebody else did.
It starts right there, and then it ends.
A 38-year-old mother.
Then it ends with dude.
Heard from Diddy's legal team, and I want to read you some of what they said. They said, quote, "This is the beginning of the end of this shameful money grab." And remember, he remains behind bars at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, and his criminal trial begins in May.
All right, very thorough reporting there, Chloe. Thank you so much for that.
Jay-Z, where'd you get that? Remember, he said coming up. Well, on their YouTube channel, that's not what happens. On the YouTube channel, the video, it got Lester Holt doing the closing, and then that other nigga ain't even at the beginning. So, AJ, where did you get your copy from? Jay-Z, where you get your copy from? Y'all niggas will fall for anything. All you YouTubers have exposed yourself. Y'all YouTubers have exposed. I think Rock Nation is paying some of these YouTubers. I don't have no proof of that, just for the record. It's just Jay-Z had an extended cut that they didn't even put on their YouTube channel. Let that sink in for a second. Jay-Z had an extended cut that's not even on their YouTube channel. And he uploaded it in full to Rock Nation's channel as if it's a prong of NBC. Everybody just run out, man. Yup, I knew Jigga was in it. Man, will y'all shut the fuck up? All y'all niggas is the worst investigators ever. Y'all be acting like y'all investigating shit, and this y'all idea of investigating. Just repeat what you heard somebody else say. You just want to hurry up and get in the algorithm before you that last nigga. Jay-Z got a whole ass extended version directly from NBC that he is now uploaded to the Rock Nation YouTube channel. And y'all gonna tell me this still smells like it's on the up and up. That was really that chick. Ain't this a level of tampering then? We now see that Jay-Z's clearly in cahoots with NBC, and NBC's been in contact with an alleged rape victim. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Hey, Jay, here's the funny part. The judge don't give a fuck about none of this shit. Public perception is not going to get that judge to change his own ruling. You thought that? You thought that, nigga? Because I already know how y'all going to play this. Y'all going to bring this whole fucking shit up in court and try to be like, man, even if it's her or if it's not her, we need the actual victim to come out to prove that that ain't her. Nah, fuck you. I feel like you did some shit you ain't supposed to do because you wildin', nigga, and the powers that be are wildin'. Why is Stephen A. Smith doing a whole show with a lawyer out here trying to defend Jay-Z? That ESPN shit. Jay-Z got a whole ass ESPN connection. Now you got motherfucking Stephen A. Smith doing a whole hour. How long is this video? He did a whole 20-minute video with a lawyer breaking down the Jay-Z shit. When do you start doing that? When does this become your will? Hey, Stephen A. Smith, you better keep your loud mouth ass over there where they actually respect you, and they really don't respect you over there. This girl's supposed to have been 37. This whole time we've been saying that she was 14. Or no, she was 14. Now all of a sudden she ain't. What do I think Busby should do? You know what I think Busby should do? He should keep his word. What did he say? He said, we litigating this shit in the courtroom, not in the media. Stand on that. You see how they trying to play. I don't think Busby's like the most honest nigga ever. He's a lawyer, nigga. But Jay-Z and them lying like a motherfucker. Jay-Z is in direct cahoots with NBC. He's in collusion with NBC right now, trying to change this whole narrative, and you sucker ass niggas ran with it. Let's see. Let's just go into. Let's just type Jay-Z in, and let's do last 24 hours. Let's look at the titles. Got a couple of these. Jay-Z's innocent. Where the fuck you get that from, Charlemagne? Jay-Z's now innocent? The girl literally. So if I'm gonna believe that girl is who y'all think that girl is, that girl still says she was raped by Jay-Z and Diddy. That didn't change. Mind you, the inconsistencies in her story, we never heard any inconsistencies in her story. When we heard the so-called victim talk, she didn't say anything that contradicted herself at all. The contradictions came after they interviewed her, talked to her daddy, allegedly, then called her back. And when they called her on the phone, that's when she contradicted herself. So we never even got to hear her contradict herself. We just remember, I made some mistakes. We don't know what the fuck that means. But everybody's telling you she made mistakes in the lawsuit and this, that, and the third. Tony Busby's career is over. And Jay said this is what he was going to do. Jay said he was going to expose Busby. And what you got to learn as a YouTuber that deals with niggas that be thinking they expose. See, I expose niggas, but my exposings are different than a lot of other people. See, I take exposing by the real term where I expose the truth. See, that's why a lot of people don't say they getting ready to expose the truth on somebody. They always just say, I'm getting ready to expose somebody. Because a lot of times they going to expose a bunch of lies on the motherfucker. I'm so serious. I'm in litigation right now because niggas be thinking they exposing shit and exposing lies. The best thing they can do is expose my house address. It's okay. Great question, Carrie. I personally think it's quite simple, but that is a great question, right? The reason why Jay-Z matters more to the fucking powers that be. Jay-Z, see, that's the thing. One thing about Jay-Z and Diddy is the reason why Diddy has not been able to get as much favor with the elites as Jay-Z is one small reason. Diddy has always wanted to own his own shit. Jay-Z don't. Jay-Z does not give a fuck about owning shit outside of paintings. Jay-Z don't want to own no businesses or no shit like that. Jay-Z just want to be loyal to the elites and get that bag. Diddy was trying to make Ciroc his all these other different things. Like Jay-Z would never, like, remember, Diddy tried to get Ciroc in trouble for like discrimination against black people. Some shit that Jay-Z would never do. Jay-Z would never call any of his white handlers overlords. Bro, you listen to Jay-Z music, Jay-Z shout out Jewish people more than anything. Shout out to old Jews with old rules. Diddy ain't never been, Diddy done a lot what the elites want, but not to the level of Jay. Jay will do whatever. Jay ain't gonna never get on TV and say nothing sideways. This is the most out of character we've seen Jay act ever. Jay is very obedient. That's why you saw when Diddy was getting his house raided and all of this shit, nobody gave. This case involves Diddy. NBC News and all these people didn't try to find and talk to this bitch at all. Soon as it's Jay, Jay didn't even get 1 week in the news without everybody trying to save him. ESPN anchors, Charlemagne, all these motherfuckers in the room, motherfucker Roger Goodell. Why would Roger Goodell even speak on this? But it's so much money wrapped up in that Super Bowl, man. I know y'all be thinking like Fox and NBC are competing. Well, in the realm of football, they're not competing because they all have their own shit. They all have their own prong of this shit. So they will always run solids like that. Let's continue looking some more. I'm pissed off. Jay-Z allegations response to my comments. Here we go. Man, don't like Stephen A. Smith, who gives a fuck? Nigga, you ain't got 1 million subscribers yet, nigga. It's because the elites, bro. I guarantee most of your shit's bots anyway, nigga. Bro, I'm about to slap shit out of this place. That's what you get, nigga. That's it. It's a wrap. Show that shit out. Jay-Z victim speaks out. Now, I will say the victim is in quotes, which leaves it ambiguous enough. Jay-Z accuser exposed for lying and it's worse than you thought. This nigga got 461,000 subscribers, 10,000 views on a live stream, and this nigga's just like, yep, she lied. This nigga sitting here, these niggas don't even confirm this shit. They don't even watch it critically. Have you noticed that? A lot of these YouTubers, they'll just have the video playing. They're not even really watching it. And then they'll just give a blanket ass, generic ass statement at the end. Bro, some of y'all reaction videos, y'all niggas are so lazy. Well, you know Nancy Grace ain't going. The nigger did it. I'm very positive that nigger, I mean that Jigger, Jigger, my nigga, he did that shit. He raped it. Go ahead, Martha. So I already know she definitely ain't going. Jag Wright and Cat Williams unveiled the hidden truth about Jay-Z. Y'all not letting up, I see. Lawyer breaks down Jay-Z and Diddy, Jay-Z allegation, Diddy case latest. Y'all didn't give a fuck when it was Diddy. Now that it's Jay, y'all niggas care. See, Diddy was getting shit like Uber Eats commercials. They let Jay-Z run the Super Bowl. Lovely T.I. This motherfucker got a million subscribers. She be lying like a motherfucker on a regular, to be honest with you. She's lied so many times, it's comical. But that's how you get big on this motherfucker lie. Niggas love to be lied to on this app. Jay-Z accused her, bro, again, that's what, look, she got a red nose on just a black shadow, because, yep, Crank Lucas, this nigga, he come out, I'm like, Crank, this is what you doing? You're reacting to this shit? Why? Because Crank wants to be able to still motherfucking make Jay-Z videos without it being uncomfortable. Y'all, a lot of y'all niggas is trying to save Jay for y'all own content. Crank, let's stop playing. You came out of nowhere to do a motherfucking, that's why it only got 7,000 views. If Crank drops a song where he's rapping like Jay-Z, that shit's gonna do a couple 100,000. Y'all niggas all out here trying to save this nigga. Ooh, Sloan ain't going. Nigga, Sloan ain't going. Hold on, nigga. You knew Sloan. That nigga, he said his zesty ass seemed weak, but Sloan be standing on it. Y'all want Jay-Z to fall so bad. Y'all niggas is wild, bro. Big W for Jay. Academics reacts to Jay accuser admitting that she made some mistakes in the lawsuit. She never admitted she made any mistakes in the lawsuit. Ack, you're a fucking liar. Doggy Diamonds, here he come. Look, all y'all niggas, bro. Well, hip hop uncensored, y'all know it's clickbait. Them the niggas, the clickbait kings. Memphis Bleak and 50 Cent reacts to Jay-Z putting lawyer on blast after accuser gets exposed. Bro, just 99-1. Jay-Z accuser admits that she lied about everything. Where the fuck did you hear this from, Classy Beats? Bro, you trying to get to that plaque bad the motherfucker, nigga. It's the thirst. You niggas is so thirsty, bro. This nigga got the motherfucking webpage up with the video and the article, and he ain't read shit. You niggas is weirdos, bro. This weird ass nigga. Please, I dare you to copyright strike this video, nigga, for me scrolling down YouTube and this video playing so I can continue to sue the shit out. Hey, I done seen you done got real quiet over there, old nigga. Now that you know that I'm gonna sue the shit out of your old ass, you dumb bitch. Star Report, you're getting ready to get your channel terminated, and I got evidence of that. So I dare you to say I'm lying, so I can pull it up again and show everybody again how you're a fucking liar, and YouTube's gonna terminate your shit at the end of this case. Bitch. Rockefeller broke up because Jay-Z didn't want Biggs around. Look, Dame, you can miss me like you don't know shit. Yeah, man, I believe that you left when they really wanted y'all to do some certain shit. But nigga, you weren't innocent. Nah, let's watch some more vids from some of your news counterparts. I saw some of y'all niggas came into work on a motherfucker Saturday today. Got anything for Jehovah? Jehovah, not mine. That's Jehovah. Jay-Z accuser admits she made some mistakes in her story at Diddy party. Jay flexes on Tony Busby. Diddy really? Jay-Z won't even come on a fucking camera and say none of this shit. Y'all, how the fuck y'all calling a nigga giving a strong response and he can't even just look into the camera and say it? Y'all niggas go, oh shit, Jay-Z sound mad. Good night, Bob. Jay-Z sounds really mad in this. You niggas sitting there dick riding this nigga. It was a motherfucking tweet, nigga. He didn't even put his name at the bottom of it. It was just a paper that he typed up in a rage and threw on the Rock Nation Twitter. Man, look at that strong response from Jay-Z. What, nigga? Come look in the camera and say you didn't do shit, nigga. Why don't you do that? The strongest shit Jay-Z could have did in the beginning is just come on camera and go, hey man, I wasn't there. I'm not speaking on this case. I didn't rape anybody. I'm not speaking on this case. We gonna take this shit to trial. Cause you're not gonna stop the speculating, Jay. If you think doing all this shit, cause I think Jay-Z feel like if he gets enough out, all the whispers are gonna stop. No, they're not. I never thought I'd see Jay-Z on some shit like this at this point. My mind is blown, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Jay-Z is standing his ground after the Alabama woman who recently filed a rape lawsuit against him.
Show me the proof that y'all know an Alabama woman filed a rape lawsuit against Diddy. Can y'all show me the proof? Y'all can't just be saying this.
And Sean Diddy Combs addressed the inconsistencies in her allegations. The rapper, who's...
You're lying. Again, who this come from? I think this came from E. Yeah, this is E! News. So I see y'all slant.
Real name is Sean Carter.
Remember, E! News. Remember what I was telling y'all when they went to the Mufasa thing? The reason why they went is because that was all they homies and they wasn't worried about getting no questions they shouldn't get. Who do you think was a front stage at a fucking red carpet event? The red carpet channel, E?
calls out her attorney for submitting a, quote, false complaint against me in the pursuit of money and fame. As Carter tells E! News in a statement on December 13th, this incident didn't happen. True justice is coming.
Wait a minute. So how are all of y'all claiming this was a statement to y'all? Remember, now E! News is like, this is what Jay-Z said to us. NBC News said he said the same thing to them. This is a whole coordinated effort and attack, and it ain't gonna work because people don't trust the mainstream media like you wish they did, Jay.
We fight from victory, not for victory. This was over before it began. His attorney, Alex Spiro, adds to the statement, it is stunning that a lawyer would not only file a serious complaint without proper vetting, but would make things worse by further peddling this false story in the press. The women's attorney, Tony Busby, told NBC News that her case was previously vetted by another law firm and that his firm does their, quote, best to vet each claim they make.
When did he say that to y'all? Because I know exactly where that comes from. I know exactly when. Thank you for saying that. Monday, I will be pulling up exactly where they took that from. That statement to NBC, yeah, I got exactly where that came from. And Tony Busby didn't say that yesterday.
Lawsuit, the woman alleges that Carter and Combs sexually assaulted her in 2000 at a New York after party for the MTV Video Music Awards. She says in her filing that she ran to a nearby gas station after the alleged attack and called her dad for a ride home. However, in an NBC News investigative report published December 13th, her father said he does not recall picking her up following the alleged incident.
At the red carpet where they took them pictures, didn't nobody say none of them. Bullshit. Bullshit. And I saw when they was walking out, and literally when they was walking out, one motherfucker said, Are you proud of Blue Ivy? Stopped on the way out. It was like, yeah, Beyonce acknowledged him and Jay acknowledged him.
Furthermore, a celebrity the woman alleged to have spoken to at the party told NBC News that he was not in New York at the time. And while the inconsistencies does not necessarily mean the allegations are false, the woman said in a December 13th interview that she, quote, may have made a mistake in identifying.
No, that's not what she said. Oh, y'all all lying, bro. Y'all all ain't even got the same story. Academics are saying, oh, she made some mistakes. Now this nigga said she made mistakes in identifying. Nobody said that. Nobody. You just made that up. That's why you sit in the shadows reading this shit. All this shit you just made up.
This does not necessarily mean the allegations are false. The woman said in a December 13th interview that she, quote, may have made a mistake in identifying. Adding, honestly, what is the clearest is what happened to me and the route that I took to what happened to me. Not all of the faces there are as clear. Still, the woman stands by her overall allegations, with her attorney Busby saying that it's possible her father misremembered the night in question. Telling NBC News, his daughter explains that he was in no state to remember during that point in time due to personal issues he was having then.
Nigga, what? This is exactly what NBC said, but they have turned it. Nigga, everybody's coming out. Watch what's going to happen with these retractions this week. It's about to be a shit ton of retractions. They literally switched around what, remember NBC, they took this shit and they said, we spoke with the dad and this is what the dad said. Now they are saying that Tony Busby has talked to the daddy and Tony Busby told E! News. Tony Busby ain't said shit, but he done told E! News, bro, what in the motherfucking tabloid is going on? What is this picture? What is this picture? What the fuck is going on, bro?
We are talking about a time frame more than 20 years ago. Meanwhile, an attorney for Combs, who's been accused of sexual assault in over 100 civil lawsuits, has said that the rap mogul maintains his innocence. Sharing in a statement to E! News on October 1st, he cannot...
Oh, so you give us the date on that. You see how they will pick and choose statements where you can give these niggas a statement like 5 months ago, and they will say in a statement to E! News and make it seem like you gave it to them yesterday. So they just proved it right here. Now they telling the truth about Puffy. Oh yeah, Puffy said this to us October 1st. Well, when did Busby say that shit to y'all? Why ain't you put a date on that? Because you want us to think he said that shit yesterday, you lying motherfuckers. Oh, y'all some gross motherfuckers, nigga. This some gross ass shit, bro. And fun fact, E! News parent company is NBC Universal Media Group. Shout out to Scott Johnson. Y'all niggas, hey, just real quick.
Not slick.
I'm not falling for this shit. No.
Address every meritless allegation in what has become a reckless media circus. That said, Mr. Combs emphatically and categorically denies as false and defamatory any claim that he sexually abused anyone, including minors.
I'm supposed to, y'all not even consistent with what was, y'all saying different shit that was said on NBC News. Y'all miss, man, this is why I don't even get stressed out over it. This is why I just walk and run my race and just let all this other shit, bro. Because at the end of the day, I lap y'all niggas by walking. I don't have to run. I can just walk because y'all niggas be falling for this shit. One of the greatest things I ever did in my life was work them couple years in radio when I was 19. Greatest shit ever. Because a lot of the tricks that these niggas use, they have not changed up at all. They have not changed up any of these tricks at all.
Now to some of the big legal cases we are following in this.
Hold on. Should have known you was going to have an issue. Oh, never mind.
Now to some of the big legal cases we are following in this week's Burden of...
Now some of the big legal cases we're following this weekend. So, let me get this straight. Jay-Z's considered one of the big legal cases, and they haven't even been in the courtroom yet.
Proof. Civil rights attorney Ariva Martin joins me to break some of these down. Ariva, good to see you. Thanks for being here on this weekend. Hip-hop mogul Jay-Z facing a rape allegation. Sean Carter, his real name, is doubling down against his accuser, saying she's looking for money and fame, releasing a new statement overnight, calling for the claims to be actually dismissed. What are you watching for in this case?
Well, Sean Carter, Jay-Z has good reason to ask for this case to be dismissed. The accuser came out and did an interview. Now, we didn't get to see her face. We didn't get to learn her name. But
so how do we know it was her? How do we know it was really the same person? This is they all start off by saying, we don't know who the fuck that was on NBC, but shit, we got to believe him, man. Jay-Z's innocent. I think we were able to prove lock, stock, barrel that Jay-Z's completely innocent because somebody that was sitting in the dark, who we don't know who they are, what their name is. We don't even know what we know that this is supposed to be an Alabama woman. Where was that shit filmed? We don't know.
But in the interview, she gave some statements that were inconsistent with the statements that, or the accusations, I should say, that are made in her lawsuit. And it does raise serious questions about the credibility of this accuser.
How, when we don't know if that was even her, bro? This is the...
One of the things that stood out to me, Phil, was her father. Her father was also contacted by the news media because in her interview, she says her dad picked her up from Sean Diddy Combs' home after the rape, she said, that occurred after, she said, Jay-Z and Sean Combs raped her. Her dad said he had no recollection of this incident.
How do you know they talked to the dad? They didn't play no audio of no man or nothing. Let's go over how this interview shit went down. As this bitch is sitting here playing dumb. You motherfuckers are satanic liars, bro. Y'all doing this shit for money, bro. Idolatry and money. I'm sitting here watching you motherfuckers blatantly lie. They talked to that girl. We gonna actually see how much audio, we gonna actually time that tonight. How much audio she actually talked and what she actually talked about. Half of the fucking time we heard her actually speak, she was talking about what it's like to be autistic. And then after the audio of that, then we go into this real ambiguous lane of, we then reached out to her dad. Her dad said some shit that made her story seem bogus, even though in the audio, when we were on video and sitting there, weren't you scared? They ain't ask her nothing about why are you talking to us without your lawyer? Why this? Why that? Was it really Jay-Z? None of this. Were you scared? That was a real question. And she was smiling when she said it to her. Then they talked to the daddy. We don't hear none of that shit. They said he did an interview with them. We don't get to hear none of said interview with this nigga. Then they tell me after they do this interview, he tells them some shit on the phone that makes them call her back. Because apparently they got out of the city that fast. They got out of wherever they were at so fast that they couldn't go back over there and film. They called her, so we don't hear no audio of that. And that's when she admitted that she, quote, made some mistakes. Are y'all be believing this shit for real? And then y'all hear this bitch, the part where you know she's being disingenuous is she's saying everything as if, since NBC said it, it's fact. Everybody knows that NBC lies. Every news station lies.
And clearly a dad, as he said, would remember something this serious, this egregious. So I think there are some serious questions that need to be answered. And the way you get those questions answered when you are a defendant in a lawsuit is by filing the kind of motion that I anticipate we'll see filed by Jay-Z's law firm, because there are questions about the credibility of this.
There's no way they getting ready to file. They've already filed a motion. They getting ready to file another motion to dismiss because of an NBC interview. And all that's going to happen, let's say they do this, right? Judge goes, Attorney Busby, how do you defend this shit? Your Honor, that's not her. We don't know who NBC talked to, but NBC did not talk to my client. You know what Jay-Z and them gonna say? We don't know. You're gonna have, Your Honor, you're gonna have to make them show us who the alleged victim is, because that's the only way we're gonna know if that's the person or not, because we think that's the person on NBC. If y'all don't see this shit, bro, I don't know what to tell you.
Accuser.
Fair enough. So let's go over to Sean Diddy Combs.
6 and second was at it.
Holmes is facing some new rape allegations from 3 more men. According to new civil lawsuits, the men say Diddy sexually assaulted them between 2019 and 2022. So these are more recent claims. Diddy's attorney says,
well, first of all, fuck Tisa. First of all, ain't nobody gospel over on my channel. Just so y'all know, I don't, Tisa's not gospel over here. I don't give a fuck what a Tisa said. Just for the record, I walk totally by myself. No shade to nobody. I don't have not a disrespectful thing to say about nobody outside the fact of there's nothing that nobody say that's gospel around this motherfucker. Cause me, I got my credentials is actually higher than most of the niggas y'all listen to, and they be having holes in they shit all around. And I'm not speaking about anybody specifically. That's why I'm just saying, man. Like, it's not that I don't take and hear from what other people have to say, but coming in my chat talking about breaking news, so and so said something. Nah, that's a no-go. That's all. The answer is no.
The allegations are false. The men's attorney says he was contacted by more than 60 people, but only chose to file these 3 cases so far because he vetted them. I'm wondering if you think we could see more lawsuits of this kind.
Well, absolutely. We know a Houston attorney has said he plans to file over 100 lawsuits against Sean Diddy Combs. He says hundreds of people have.
Well, here's my question. This is a real question. Okay, so Jay-Z's filed a motion to dismiss already, which, okay, that's standard. You know what I mean? Where are the lawsuits coming to sue Busby? Where are the lawsuits coming to sue her? Where are the lawsuits coming to sue anybody who reported on it? Where are the lawsuits, Jay-Z? I just feel like he's doing a whole bunch of this when he should be doing a whole bunch of something else.
Have contacted his office about rape or sexual assault allegations involving Sean Combs. One thing I think is important, Phil, many of these claims happened 10, 15, 20 years ago, like the case of Jay-Z. And we know, statistically, women in particular don't typically lie about being raped or sexually assaulted. So I don't want to suggest that the accuser in Jay-Z's case is lying about her.
You already said she is.
Claim, but these claims can be very difficult, particularly when they happened so many years ago. Memories fade. Information about the claims becomes difficult to ascertain. But in the case of these three men that have just filed civil complaints against Sean Combs, these are
You see how they trying to pivot back to Diddy? They like, man, this bitch, you can't really believe this bitch about Jay, but it's these dudes with Diddy. Nigga, what is happening? Nigga, what is happening? Diddy, you fuck. Diddy, they about to put your ass up under the jail, nigga. Remember how y'all always thought Bill Cosby was gonna beat that shit and then all of a sudden he was guilty? I think this is the same. I think we look at the same shit with Diddy, bro. It is clear the elites want to save Jay-Z and they are willing to sacrifice Diddy to do it. Which lets me go, damn, did Diddy really even do anything wrong? In the sense of like what they could get him for. Cause Jay-Z's on his Lucifer shit right now.
Yo, the devil's in full effect.
Allegations that are between 2019 and 2022. So they're more recent claims. And they have, again, some very specific
Well, that was one. Okay, I'm glad you brought that up, Forgotten Son. We gonna have to play that shit too. The chick from Duke Lacrosse, the Duke Lacrosse shit, she admitted she lied. Now here's the best part. Y'all believed her. I guarantee you can go back and see this bitch on TV. She believed her. All these motherfuckers out here that don't believe this Diddy bitch, this Jay-Z bitch, all believe her, even though her story made no sense. I'm like, wait, so a fucking pro went over there and got bussed down and wait, what happened?
Allegations in their complaints. Obviously, this may lead to further criminal investigation by prosecutors, and we could see if these claims are valid or prosecutors believe they are valid, we could see superseding indictments filed against Sean Combs based on these three rape allegations.
No, why ain't we talking about Jay?
But again, at this point, there are allegations. Nothing's been proven in a court of law, but they are very serious and could lead to additional felony charges.
Moving now to country star Morgan Wallen, pleading guilty to 2 misdemeanor charges of reckless endangerment for throwing a chair off the roof of a bar, nearly hitting 2 police officers. He was sentenced to 7 days in a DUI education center and 2 years probation. So first, what are DUI education centers?
Nigga, Morgan Wallen, this nigga still getting in trouble? I know I'm about to regret doing this, but I'm gonna do this shit, bro. I'm about to see what Stephen A. Smith goofy ass had to say about this. I know I'm gonna regret this. I mean, these niggas slid, right? They went from Jay-Z, slid off of Jay-Z, blamed the shit on Diddy, and now Morgan Wallen. I mean, that's the transition on that shit, nigga. It's the transition for me, nigga. How we go from Jay to Diddy to Morgan Wallen, nigga, in the span of seconds, nigga? I'm sitting there like, wait, get back on Jay. The nigga's like, nope, we going to Wallen now. Wait, what? The fuck? What the fuck is this? Yeah, he got 7 days in jail. Nigga don't give a fuck. This nigga's talking about this nigga 7 days in jail. Like, I give a shit. I don't know why y'all so infatuated with that fucking camel, man. What the fuck he do? Jay, you into some nasty shit. I gotta be honest. Jay, you into some nasty shit. The elites are out here, bro. They out here tap dancing for you, nigga. They out here. I've never seen this many people come out and be like, the bitch is lying. This is how you know it's fake. Just so y'all know, remember how shit goes normally. I just want you to keep that in mind. Hit the like button. Remember how shit goes normally. How does shit go normally? Girl file a lawsuit, nigga, either you still fuck with that nigga, you ain't. There's no really spinning your way out of it. And one thing you don't see is the opposition in public just coming out and being like, man, this bitch lying. YouTubers, you expect that shit from YouTubers. That's where the shit go down. Nigga, the way that these mainstream motherfuckers is all out here. And then off of no evidence, all these niggas is running fucking ultra cover for Jay, nigga. They running outrageous cover for this nigga. Yeah, nigga. Bitch is lying. Go lay down, bro. Yes. Go. You got me fucked up. Y'all niggas swear y'all punking me tonight. You ain't. You in here now. Cats in here, motherfucking capping for Jay. Come open the door. No, I ain't open no. Go lay down, and I'm not playing with you. Don't come back in here. I think you just getting ready to fucking punk me. And yeah, I'm gonna end up getting up and doing it in a minute just so I have to hear that shit. But damn it, I will be heard in this moment. These motherfuckers out here in the Sahara drinking sand for this nigga. Why? What is this, bro? This lets you know, do not fuck with anything that Jay-Z connected with, because he is high powered by the elites. The elite. These niggas, bro, they'll die for this shit too. Jay-Z, bro, you've done what out here? Guru, you ain't got nothing to say? Some of y'all big mouth ass niggas is all quiet right now. Where's M Bleak? Where Guru at? Y'all don't have nothing to say on the matter. Come on, man. This shit wild to me. We supposed to be better than this. All right, Stephen A. Smith, I'm gonna give you a rare chance on this motherfucker, man. Don't make me mad, bro.
Joining me to discuss the legal facts of the case is ABC and ESPN legal analyst Ryan Smith, who's been on here before talking about.
Wait, see, this is already going bad. So it's a nigga, it's an in-house nigga. Oh, here we go.
The P. Diddy case, he always edifies us, always appreciate his time. What's up, Big Time? How are you?
What's going on, Stephen A? I'm good. How you doing?
I had to have you
B12, what's happening?
On because last time you were on, everybody wanted to see that one. So I had to have you back on. Let's get right to it. According to the reports, Jay-Z became embroiled in a Puffy case after Busby sent the letter back last month that alleged Jay-Z raped and drugged a 13-year-old girl with Combs at the 2000 VMA after party. My question to you was this. For those that don't know, he received a demand letter, whatever. What's a demand letter? Explain what.
You better tell the truth. Lawyer, you better tell the truth.
That is.
A demand letter is essentially a letter a lawyer is going to send to ask somebody to take a certain action. Here, the demand letter sent by Tony Busby, the lawyer on behalf of the Jane Doe in this case, was, hey, let's get together and have a mediation over a claim that my client has made that you assaulted her. Now, it seems once you hear that, you're alarmed, right? If you get that kind of letter. Tony Busby requested a mediation, a private mediation, to try to go through this. But the reason why Jay-Z reacted so strongly is it's kind of like, wait a second. This isn't a demand letter to pay a fine. This is a demand letter asking for some sort of legal action, asking for some sort of civil discourse about a potential sexual assault. So for Jay-Z, this demand letter would have, if he said yes, put him in mediation.
No. See, this is why another reason why Jay-Z wanted it to be criminal is because Jay-Z got friends in the courts. If it's a criminal case, he would know about it. He got police and cops and all that shit on the tape. Don't you, Jay? You brag about it all the time. But my thing is, wouldn't I want to have a private mediation? Like, so I can tell them to their face, fuck you? So I can tell them to their face, because it's not like I'm going and they getting ready to show me video of me raping somebody, right?
And in his mind, opened him up for a discussion about whether or not he owes damages for something he says he didn't do. So a demand letter is fairly common for lawyers to send to each other, asking for a certain particular legal action. But in this case, because of the explosive natures of the claims, you can understand why Jay-Z went off.
No! You just said this was normal. I can see Jay-Z going off if they was like, we want $100,000, we telling everybody. They said, nigga, come talk to us in private so we can holler at you right quick.
Tony Busby.
Jay-Z's team labeled this an extortion attempt. Yep. How is that hyperbole? Is that excessive? Is that on point? How would you qualify?
Great question, Stephen A.
Classify such a label, an extortion attempt by Busby.
Stephen A., it depends on your perspective, right? So if you're Tony Busby, you have a client, and that's the lawyer for this Jane Doe who's accusing Jay-Z of raping her when she was 13 at this after party. If you're Tony Busby, your client has made this claim. You want to try to settle it in a civil suit. So essentially, you're looking for money damages. So
that's not the question, Dick. And you a lawyer, so I'm going to be way harder on you because y'all niggas do this shit on purpose. That was not the question. That was not the question. And they could have just requested money. They didn't. They requested something else. Y'all can't. This is the shit that kills me. Is like, they requested this mediation so they could request money. Y'all are assuming that, yes, if they take this shit to trial, they could be awarded money. That's why they want to have a special mediation to talk about some other shit, because it may have been something else they wanted that wasn't money. You do understand some mediations and things have been settled without going to court for the money. You understand this, right? But you a lawyer, though.
For you, it's reaching out saying, hey, let's settle this thing. You've been named and it's something I've filed, but I've kept that private. I want to have a discussion in mediation to sort this out. We can sort it out that way. The reason why Jay-Z would see it as extortion is you got to start from the perspective from Jay-Z.
No, we don't. Why do we have to start from the perspective? Why did Jay-Z get this benefit of the doubt? Nobody was ever talking about Puffy like this.
Of, I didn't do this. So if you get a letter like that and you didn't do this, why would I do any sort of legal procedure? But when you think about the way Jay-Z's looking at it, it's okay, I haven't been named in something, and if I don't do this mediation, what happens then? I'm named, I'm subject to public scrutiny. Now everybody believes that I did this thing that I said I didn't do, which, as you and I know, Stephen A., when somebody's name is put out there for a crime, a lot of times people believe it before they find out the facts. So for Jay-Z, it appears to be an extortion attempt.
Incorrect. No, nigga. That's why you at least go to the meeting. You go to the meeting and we don't have any of these questions. If he goes to the mediation, we don't have any of these questions. Because here's one thing that I know. Jay-Z was not named initially. Diddy was. How do you know in that mediation they wasn't gonna be like, look, if you could help us with X, Y, and Z with Diddy, we ain't gonna name you in the shit.
Because he's saying, look, you're just trying to do this to get me for money. If I don't come to mediation, then you're going to expose me, which in a...
Hold on a second, my son. Well, he wasn't crying. He was coughing in his sleep. Never mind. Crisis averted.
Since did happen, his name got out there. And now, in order to not do that, I've got to pay you money and go through this mediation. So from his perspective, it's an extortion attempt, because if he doesn't cooperate with the mediation, then his name's...
Okay, that's cool. All right, now tell us what the normal person would think. Is he... What Stephen A. asked was he right in feeling that way? And you ain't even answer that question.
Out there, unless he pays money in some way. That's why they qualify it as extortion.
His response was swift, no question about that. In a strongly worded statement, he categorically denied.
Oh shit, my bad. I didn't even know my mic was off. I think it's something doing that, because I've done it twice this week. So he said he categorically denied in this statement. The nigga didn't categorically deny shit, which is why I pulled the statement up. Because we need to go over the statement. We haven't gone over the statement in a couple days. And I want you to check out how the fucking statement seems now. Let's start with the first sentence of the letter. We'll just do the first half of the first sentence. My lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter. We now know that that is a fucking lie. Sending somebody a demand letter is not a fucking blackmail attempt. It is standard in all of these fucking cases. It is fucking standard. But he lied, so we understand. This is the first sentence. Jay-Z is lying. This is a straight up lie. There's no ifs, ands, and buts. A demand letter is not a blackmail attempt, and he knows this. This is a blatant fucking lie. Step one of his statement. And this is how I'm supposed to believe him. From a quote unquote lawyer, he put lawyer in quotes. Tony Busby, you could go look at his resume, certified lawyer for years, worth $50 million. Cool. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir. But Jay, you don't know what the fuck they wanted, because they told you to come holler at them and you didn't want to holler at them. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. You mean like the shit of the last 24 hours with what has happened? What is the bulk of everybody saying now? Tony Busby has been what? Everybody's saying that Tony Busby has been what? Discredited is a word, but a lot of people are using the word exposed. This is what Jay said he was going to do. Jay told y'all he was going to, it made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. What happened today? What happened today? Jay-Z was never interested in litigating this case. He was always interested in running at Tony Busby. In Jay's so-called statement after the bitch went on TV, what did he do? Mention that he can't believe Busby did this. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. That's not a denial. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? That is not a denial. These alleged victims would deserve real justice if it were the case. That's also not a denial. This lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these type of tactics or theatrics. Again, Jay-Z started off by saying the nigga sent him a demand letter. There is no theatrics in that. I have no idea how you have come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby, but I promise you, I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for their valor, and you have neither honor nor dignity. Now, I got to ask you something. Why is Jay-Z so mad at the lawyer? Why is Jay-Z so mad at I've never seen somebody what other celebrity have you seen get accused by some woman and the person that got accused is going off on the lawyer nonstop? Jay, your whole statement's hitting different now, bro. My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. You want me to believe that the super rich Carters only now talk to their teenage daughter about people being greedy? Stop, man. Also not a denial. And you now using your wife and your daughter as a shield because you want to talk about a nigga not having valor as a Marine. What part of this is a fucking man of the house? Usually when the attack comes, you put the girls behind you, you pussy. You don't bring them to, I had to sit down with the girls, you fucking puss. What kind of man are you? You ain't no man. You can't even take care of your women. But also not a denial. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age. It is unfair to have to try to understand inexplicit degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. Still not a denial. My heart and support goes out to true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. Why are you taking such personal shots at this lawyer, nigga? Why? And I think I know partially. I mean, Tony Busby's the same nigga that was going at the motherfucking NFL over Deshaun Watson. Well, he was just going at Deshaun Watson, and they didn't like that. They stood 10 toes down with Deshaun Watson, 38 girls. You have made a terrible error in judgment thinking that all celebrities are the same. Total shot at Diddy. That nigga totally said, I'm not Diddy. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. Nigga, you in your 50s. Just lying all through this motherfucker. Just lying about dumb shit. He calling himself a young man. He's lying about dumb shit. We don't play these type of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake psychics, or fake physics will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me. That if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids would be laughable. I look forward to showing you just how different I am. Not showing us how innocent you are, just how different you are. Where the fuck is any of this denial? I just pulled it up word for word, and they keep telling me it's a strong worded statement from Jay-Z, and he don't even deny that he did it. That's all I'm saying. But go off, Stephen A.
Any truth to these allegations that have been levied against him, and said he wouldn't give Busby one red penny, quote unquote, and challenged Busby to file a criminal lawsuit rather than a civil one.
See, this assumption of shit, I just love it. They always want me to assume everything. That's what NBC News want me to do. They want me to assume that they really talked to the victim.
We to make of that point that Jay-Z made, because it resonated with me, Ryan, from the standpoint that he was saying, listen, if this is a crime that happened and this is so heinous, where's the criminal charges?
But that's not a denial. Saying that is not a denial. Y'all gotta stop this. Words mean things, bro. And y'all gotta stop trying to make words mean shit they don't mean. No, what you trying to make it mean is him saying, I didn't do it. They lying.
It on. That's basically.
How do you just answer me this? How do you write a statement this fucking big without saying you didn't do it? I wasn't there. I was never fucking no bitch with Diddy.
What Jay-Z was saying.
Yeah, Stephen A. It's like he's saying, hey, look, I'm innocent, so bring it all at me. If you think it's that, if you think I committed a crime, file a criminal charge. A couple things there. First, Tony Busby said in response to that, hey, I'm considering that. It's up to my client. I'm going to leave that to her. There's a lot of different complications in this. The first thing is somebody might be able to file a criminal complaint in this case, or let's say Tony Busby could in some ways, but it's up to prosecutors to prosecute that case. So it's not as if you just go in and say, hey, I'm going to file a criminal charge against you. Not how it works. Prosecutor would
Thank you for showing some honesty, my nigga.
Have to be able to take up the case. The other thing is, in a case like this all happened all the way back in 2000, right? So this is over 20 years ago. And if a prosecutor is looking at a case like this, they're looking at what's the evidence like? Who are the witnesses? This is one of the reasons why Jay-Z is actually requesting right now in a filing that the name be revealed of the Jane Doe here. He's trying to figure out, okay, if you've made this claim, let's hear some witnesses. Let's try to...
That makes no sense, though. He could have went to the private fucking shit and found out who she was. But he want to find out who she is without ever meeting her, so that way he can ruin her life. Are y'all this fucking retarded? For real? This shit ain't even hard, bro. He could have... He wants to know who it is. He could... Bro, before they went public with him, they asked him, they sent him a demand letter and was like, come have this private meeting with us. He could have got all his questions answered at a private meeting. Like,
see the evidence here. Let me try to get a sense of what my case would be here. But the real difficult part of this is the statute of limitations for first degree rape in New York State. If this is a New York State case, that right now doesn't have a statute of limitations. Back then, depending on the charge, there could be a statute of limitations. So it gets a little complicated there.
And I guarantee whatever charge they would be able to hit Jay with will not be the one that doesn't have statute of limitations on it. Like, stop.
But if this is a first degree forcible
DJ, what up?
rape kind of case that Tony Busby seems to be saying it is here, at least in these filings, charges could be a possibility, but filing a criminal complaint is different from prosecutors taking up that case and making a criminal charge happen if the allegations are true.
Fact.
The alleged victim was 13 at the time, which means she's now grown. So how likely is it that she will be named?
It's a tough scenario. They're asking the judge to talk about it. We can't know for sure. There's a couple different reasons. First, you name a client, you name a Jane Doe in a case of this. The argument is generally this. You weigh the public need to have the information and the defendant's right in some ways to have the information with the needs of the particular Jane Doe involved in here. What do I mean by that? Well, there's another side of this. If you look at it from the Jane Doe's perspective of, is there the possibility for retribution? What would happen to that person if their name was revealed? That's one thing a judge would weigh.
That's why don't you mention the fact that the judge already ruled in this, that she can stay anonymous?
Jay-Z's side, they're going to weigh the...
Because that's the other part. Judge already ruled she could stay anonymous. And then she woke up one day, you know what? I want to talk to NBC News. Hello, NBC News? Yeah, it's me. Yeah, Jay-Z raped me. Come interview me. You're on the way? Great.
Public interest of it. Is there something that requires this to be out there? Does it in some way help the defendant build their case? So right now, I look at a case like this and I say it's an unknown because you just don't know how a judge is going to decide in this case. And we also, here's the big thing, Stephen A., we don't know the evidence and the details here. What we have right now is a claim from someone from over 20 years ago that this happened. Not saying it's not true. Not saying the allegations aren't to be believed. Just saying it's hard to know what's happening here until you...
Bro, I love how y'all niggas keep saying, I don't want to say I don't believe her, but I mean, I don't believe her. Y'all keep saying this shit. So look, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Nah, I ain't even gonna go there. I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna let it go. For the best. I'm gonna let that go.
Have more evidence and more information out there.
But he has a right to know who she is. Now, it might not be revealed to the public, but if he's being accused, he has a right to know who he is being accused by. If not now, then obviously definitely.
Bro, this is total rich people talk. Poor people don't talk like this. You do not hear poor people sit, bro, because poor people, number one, never have, these are not poor problems. Like, when poor people are coming to the courthouse talking about some, hey, I gotta have my identity held, it's like gang shit. It's murder talk. We talking dead bodies and shit. Rich people be sitting, and then, you know, then it's okay. We all know, yep, motherfuckers be snitching behind the scene. We ain't gotta know who. Motherfuckers is lying to grand jury. All types of shit. Now, these niggas just sit here, and again, these are all fembots, feminism niggas. Stephen A. Smith's supposed to be the feminism. Jay-Z, he the feminist. You know, he got his feminist wife and all this shit. So these niggas ain't allowed to ever question women in these issues. All of a sudden, the rules have been suspended for Jay-Z, though. I've noticed this. I personally don't have a problem with it because I'm okay with questions being asked about anything like this. But I'm talking about the social norm, the lefty social norm that y'all niggas are all a part of. This is out of pocket. Y'all all acting like Republicans. This is what y'all tell me Republicans be on. Republicans be on some shit where they don't be believing rape victims and all of this shit because, you know, y'all know how y'all get. Tell me I'm wrong, Jay.
At some point, that is expected to be the case, right?
Definitely that will happen eventually. And you look at a case like this, Stephen A., what becomes really interesting is this is a civil case. So I mentioned before, that's for money damages. But if this goes ahead as a civil case, so right now Jay-Z is asking that it be thrown out. Either reveal the name or throw it out. If they don't throw it out and it goes forward, so if it's not dismissed, then you have things like depositions that happen. In those depositions, Jay-Z is interviewed, the accuser, the person who's accusing him of the crime is interviewed. And that's where things get very interesting. See, I look at a case like this, and I think back to what we saw in the P. Diddy case, the allegations that came out there. And I look back to what happened in that case.
But this is a P. Diddy case. You see how, bro, these niggas want you to believe that they really know what they talking about. They really been studying this shit. You hear how this niggas talking? This is a P. Diddy case.
Allegations.
What the fuck?
Investigators started interviewing people, started talking about different things, and eventually RICO charges were filed. Not saying Jay-Z is related to that in any way. But one thing I think Jay-Z has got to be concerned about is if this case goes forward, those depositions. He's got to answer all kinds of questions under oath. If you lie in depositions, you face the threat of perjury, which is an offense, which is a criminal offense. So in those instances, what becomes interesting is what's revealed there. This is one of the reasons why he has a criminal lawyer, not because we're saying, hey, he did something wrong, but you get a criminal lawyer in a civil case like this because of what could happen, of where an investigation could lead. You process a civil case, you never know if authorities might be looking at that in some way, investigating that in some way to see if there's some other charge.
Right. That's why Jay want to know who it is. Because this is how they got Diddy. The shit that Diddy's locked up for right now, if you go read the fucking indictment, you will see that they basically quoted all of them civil suits. Almost like they was working with them niggas.
To see if there's some charge that might need to be brought. So that's where this thing gets very complicated. Yes, at some point he will learn the identity, but the question is, once he learns that identity and those depositions happen, what happens next?
Could you?
Yeah, good question. What happens next?
Illustrate, because one of the things that I've been making a point of is that, listen, I don't know what happened, and I'm certainly not going to pretend to know what happened. I've known him for 25 years, so.
How the fuck have you known Jay-Z for 25 years? There's no bias here. I've only been cool with a nigga for two and a half decades. What? So nigga, you might as well throw all this shit away. Like, I've been cool with this nigga for 25 years. So, but trust me, we're gonna watch this down the middle. First of all, Stephen A. Smith, you got to start this conversation off with that. Nigga, you've been in journalism for like 40 years. Nigga, you know this. You learned this back when your forehead had hair. So you sitting here telling me that you didn't think you should disclose that from step one, that you've been friends with this nigga for 25 years?
I've been on the record saying I can't.
At almost the exact time of nigga, Stephen A., were you there?
Believe that the person that I've known for 25 years would be capable of such a thing. I don't believe it, but that's
wow, bro. Just outrageously wow.
As far as anybody, any human being, as far as I'm concerned, can go. To go any further than that would be utterly irresponsible. But what I want to also do is highlight the difference right now. People are acting like, to me, when you bring up P. Diddy, people bring up him and they bring up P. Diddy in the same sentence for obvious reasons. And I'm like, well, Homeland Security showed up to P. Diddy's properties in Miami and Los Angeles. Ultimately, an arrest was forthcoming, which he knew, which is why he came to New York. And ultimately, he was arrested, and he has been incarcerated and denied bail, not one, not two, but 3 different times. That clearly is not the case here.
I told y'all the elites are trying to finally separate Jay from Diddy. Jay and Diddy been like this for like 2-3 decades, nigga. Now all of a sudden everybody is trying to separate them, bro. Nigga, Jay-Z motion, we read the motion. We read that entire motion. The amount of time he threw, he cited Tupac cases. I'm not bullshitting. He cited a Tupac case, a Harvey Weinstein case. He cited like 12 Diddy cases, nigga. Like this. And everybody is pro Jay and anti Diddy. Like everybody's basically like Diddy guilty now. Yeah, he guilty. He ain't getting bail. And obviously this ain't what's gonna happen to Jay.
Should Jay-Z be fearful that it could be the case? Is this the kind of thing that we're looking at down the line potentially?
I'm glad you asked that question because I want to distinguish between what we're seeing right now, Stephen A., with the Jay-Z situation and what we saw in the Diddy situation. there, as you
wait. I don't want to. Why are we trying to drive a great? See what I'm saying? How they trying to separate them? Said this nigga got a Groucho Marx eyebrow. Miss George, stop! Don't come here on no bullshit, nigga. What's happening, Joseph? Was good? This motherfucker. I just sat here and said they trying to separate them. That nigga's like, yes, let's make a great distinction between Jay-Z and Diddy. Even though this case that Jay-Z is in, he allegedly did the shit with Diddy. Do you not see how insane this is for them to be trying to separate Jay-Z and Diddy when it's alleged that he did this shit with Diddy? So, and here's the thing. Why won't they at least say this for Diddy? Well, if they lied for this case of Diddy, maybe they lied in the other case of Diddy. Nope. Them niggas like, yeah, Diddy can't even get out. This ain't that.
mentioned, raid on his home, lengthy investigation, going even the charges, talking about a criminal enterprise, his companies and all that, not only and him, not only involved in making records, but having this criminal enterprise with these freak-offs. I would not connect, I'd be loath right now to connect the P. Diddy case with Jay-Z. And for one really big reason, and then other smaller reasons. The big reason is in the Diddy Combs case, they're arguing that he set up this entire criminal enterprise. And part of this enterprise were these freak-offs. That's not being suggested in the Jay-Z case.
This throwing Diddy under the bus shit is wow. Nobody has shit to say about Diddy like this. Like now with Jay-Z, the gloves will come off with Diddy, nigga. Like, look, Diddy had an empire of being nasty, nigga. Like, they only accusing Jay of fucking one bitch. Like, granted, like here's my favorite part. Why is he pretending like people ain't thought that Jay-Z was at 90% of the motherfucking parties though? We saw the pictures, nigga. We seen the video. We see them, nigga. Oh, protect Jay-Z at all costs, huh?
The Jay-Z case is suggesting, at least the accusation is, he was at this party that P. Diddy was throwing, and that there was a sexual assault that occurred, and that Jay-Z committed it. Completely different circumstances, completely different situation. Do I know if it could go there and something could happen? We don't know at this point. As you said, we don't know enough information about that right now. But that's a big difference. The other difference is here, you talked about should he be fearful? I would say there has to be concern. And the reason there has to be concern is, and we talked about this when we talked about the Diddy case, we talked about the idea that there were all these people involved. Even in the Jane Doe's case with Jay-Z, she claims that she runs out and nobody did anything. One of the things U.S. attorneys said when they were doing the Diddy case was, when they made that big announcement, P. Diddy has been arrested.
Why? Here's my question. If we doing a comparison, why wouldn't we compare this to other civil lawsuits that involve Diddy? Why are we comparing this shit to his Fed case? Man, this is Diddy. I know you and your cell sick at how the elites have taken Jay's side and just left you there to rot.
They made the point of our investigation is ongoing. They are.
What came out right after this shit with Jay-Z? What came out? Do you remember? What came out right after the chick added Jay-Z to the list? Do you remember?
Not stopping. That was not the end of it. So why I think Jay-Z should be concerned, he's saying he didn't do anything, and on its face, let's assume that's the case. Why he should be concerned is being involved in the orbit that is P. Diddy. Being involved in the orbit that is P. Diddy.
For those that don't remember, another case came out where 3 men said that Diddy raped them.
Involved in the orbit of this situation. Being involved in the orbit of the claims that Jane Doe made.
Yeah. Sandy's not lying. In the new Forbes, it just say Beyonce knows.
Piques the attention of investigators. This is just how investigators think. When they file a claim, when they see a claim like P. Diddy and ethics.
They have tried everything to get you not to pay attention to shit with Diddy or with Jay. As soon as the shit came out, they tried everything. They tried to discredit Busby real quick. That didn't work. They tried to say 3 men came out, said Diddy raped him. That didn't work. We're gonna see. And then they've amplified it to this interview. We're gonna see if this shit work.
Expansive as that was, and they think about all the people that might have been involved or seen something or been there, they're trained to look at this and say, who else might have been involved? Are there any other cases out there? So when they see this, if I'm his lawyer, I'm thinking, okay, I've got to at least make sure he's not tied into that in any way. And I've got to at least expect investigators to maybe look at, keep an eye on, and maybe ask questions about whether there's any intersection in this case to that case.
Damage to who? When you say damage done, damage to who?
See, it's an interesting difference there, because it's not to say
hit that subscribe button if necessary.
There's a concern that he'll be involved in the Diddy criminal enterprise. It's more a concern of investigators follow the trail of whatever evidence they find and whatever they hear and whatever they see. And what you have to wonder about and worry about, I think, be concerned about if you're Jay-Z, is are investigators eventually going to ask questions in some way of me because of this case that's been filed against me?
And as you well know, Rock Nation has a partnership deal with the National Football League to produce a Super Bowl halftime show. And so naturally,
which means they got a deal with ESPN, which means they got a deal with NBC and Fox and CBS by default. Ain't Jay-Z an agent of some of these professional athletes?
When these allegations got aimed at Jay-Z, a lot of people were waiting to hear from the National Football League to see what it was going to do. And NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell had this to say this week when asked about the suit, quote, "We are aware of the civil allegations," and Jay-Z's really strong response to that.
Why would that be the NFL's? Like, just thanks for letting me know, Roger Goodell, that you weren't going to take this seriously in one sentence. Oh, we are aware of the civil allegations to Jay-Z, of the civil allegations, and Jay-Z's really strong response to that. Nigga, he literally didn't even deny it in his statement. Y'all just be calling shit, bro. You be seeing this shit in real time, and it's almost unbelievable. And Roger Goodell, no, he might be in trouble because Roger Goodell gotta go out on this limb for Jay-Z, because I guarantee he convinced them motherfucking owners to fuck with this nigga.
No, obviously that litigation is happening, but from our standpoint, our relationship is not changing with them, including our preparations for the next Super Bowl, end quote. Number one, from a legal perspective, how common of a position was that to receive?
A nigga that play for a team in the NFL would not stand by this nigga like that.
From an entity like the NFL. And
unless it's one of their golden boys, like a Tom Brady or some shit like that.
What kind of effect, if any at all, do you think will have on this ongoing situation?
So number one, I'll admit, Stephen A., I was surprised to see that, only because my sense usually when you talk about organizations like the NFL and
Jay-Z is taking no damage from these allegations. It's only like quote unquote fringe people that's saying anything. It's like me, the biggest outlet I think I've seen is The Truth Is. Speak on it. Well, shout out to The Truth Is.
Against partners who have been accused of really heinous situations is basically no comment, or we're waiting to see what happens with the evidence. That would be the first thought. Perhaps there was some sort of discussion that happened after these claims surfaced, and Roger Goodell was made to feel that, hey, there's nothing to see here. This is something that's going to go away. So maybe that was why they felt comfortable making that response, saying we're going to stand by Jay-Z and keep working with Rock Nation. But
Tyreek Hill's a golden boy, though. That's the cheetah. That nigga run really fast. It really comes down to shit like that. What was your one boy? What was old boy that they was fucking with for the longest, where old girl was like, old girl had all the proof in the world, where that nigga had guns and shit, laid all the guns on the bed, and like, didn't he like beat her ass or shit? What was that nigga's name? Hardy? Am I thinking of the right nigga? Somebody has to know what I'm talking about. The nigga took the picture with the guns on the bed. Greg Hardy. Greg Hardy shit. They tried everything, nigga, and that shit was like, yeah, nigga, he probably did that. Y'all might want to. Ray Rice. Bro, they only did Ray Rice like that because everybody else seen it. Had all the people that decided Ray Rice could not play football again, if they were all in the elevator with that nigga and they knew the cameras was off and he hit his wife like that, none of them would have said shit.
But I got to say, I was surprised. Just because usually we're used to seeing the NFL say, hey, if there's anything, even a semblance of something that could tarnish our name and our brand in any way, we're going to at least say, let's wait and see what happens here.
Exactly. But for whatever reason with Jay, they not doing that. That's why I was like, when I heard the NFL, bro, heads is going to roll over this Jay shit. If this shit puts a black eye on this Super Bowl, bro, I don't think y'all understand how good old boy network the NFL owners are. I don't think a lot of y'all niggas understand how good old boy network the motherfucking NFL is, nigga. If Jay-Z fucks this up for them,
we're gonna at least say no comment. We'll see as it comes. We're just following whatever happens. Tell me your second question again.
I said, how will this affect it? How do you think this will affect the NFL's position with Jay-Z at this particular moment in time affect things moving forward, whether it be their relationship with him or this overall case?
I'll do you one better. Let's vote in the chat. Will you see? Matter of fact, I need to do one of these polls. I ain't done it forever on this motherfucker. But will you see any signs this weekend that are anti-Jay-Z at the football games, at any football games? Press 1 for yes, 2 for no. Y'all don't think anybody's gonna take an anti-Jay-Z sign? Man, I here's what I feel. I definitely feel you will in the tailgate areas. And you can get some behind the scene tailgate areas. Make sure you vote on the poll in the chat. And hit that like button if you haven't already. Lying ass niggas.
I think it's interesting. When I look at this, will the NFL's relationship with him affect the processing of the case? I don't think it will affect what authorities do or what a judge might do.
Facts.
I think what becomes interesting in all of this is how does this case process based on that relationship he has with the NFL and based on what Jay-Z does and has. One thing we know about Jay-Z is he has a deep pocket. So, and that was part of what he brought up here. Hey, just because I have money doesn't mean you can come at me for something that I'm saying I'm innocent for. But if you think about where maybe the Jane Doe's lawyer is coming from, if you think about it of, hey, you've got finances, you did something, I'm coming after you, maybe that makes him continue to press the case. Maybe that makes him continue to say, hey, I'm not giving up on this, not just for money, but more from the sense of, especially when you talk about Tony Busby, more from the sense of this is a person who says, hey, I'm fighting on behalf of the unknowns.
I don't know about kicking anybody out, but I'll definitely say that they'll confiscate some signs, especially if the shit really out of pocket.
Against the superstars who think they can do things and just get away with it. I'm the person who's going to bring those people to justice. So the more that Jay-Z has people stand by him, obviously for him, that's a good thing. That bolsters his claim of, hey, I've done nothing wrong in the court of public opinion. But I think for Jane Doe and her attorney, the sense is, hey, this is a person, in our opinion, because we believe the allegations are true, this is a person who thinks he can do what he wants and won't be held accountable, and we're not going to stop until there's accountability. I tell you, this is a complicated case.
Nigga, yes and no.
But we got to wait for a lot of information to come out.
It's 24 years after the fact. A lot of people have made noise about that. Doesn't mean anything because we know how often women have been victimized and how they've been reluctant to come forward. The laws have changed. Society.
Okay, there goes that lefty shit y'all be saying. I mean, way into the conversation, but we made it.
Society has changed. Our heightened level of sensitivity has really kicked up as well. Even in these times where I think that people are far more understanding and men have no choice but to be far more receptive to these things that women have been telling us that they have been enduring and experiencing for quite a long time. What are we to make of it coming to light 24 years later, these allegations?
That they mean more to the public and to all of us now. And that's not to say they didn't mean
wait, time out.
That's to say,
P. Foxx, hold on. Wait a second. P. Foxx gonna say, imagine if the Super Bowl turns into one big Fed takedown, get everyone in one nigga, that would be the coldest shit ever, nigga. Nigga come out on the field like Bane did on Batman. You're all under arrest. Nigga, Bane come out, nigga, all the celebrities in the building, nigga. It would be the alleged biggest pedophile takedown all time. Nigga, Bane just walk out on the field, nigga. Nigga, stop playing. Motherfucker, yeah, lock it, bro. Lock it. I'm telling you, you can get everybody, nigga. Certified lover boy, certified pedophile. Woo! Nigga, the motherfucking sirens, come on, lock everybody up, nigga. Nigga, Jay-Z sitting there, you ain't no cop, Drake. Drake, you ain't no cop. Drake, you ain't no cop. We about to find out. Drake was 22 Jump Street all along.
You can even see it in the law, Stephen A. Based on how this, we talked earlier about whether or not a case could be brought, a criminal complaint. When you talk about that, years ago, there was a statute of limitation for certain degrees of rape that was only 5 years. Those laws have been changed significantly. Now there's much more, but that's part of the problem of this case. It happened so long ago, depending on if prosecutors took up a case, it could have.
Man, Sarah, that's real shit. Meek Mill is just, bro. Look, any other time we see somebody that's clearly suffering from PTSD from possible sexual trauma, anybody else, we would have more sympathy for him. But like, for whatever reason with Meek Mill, we don't really have that sympathy for him. Like, he seems like like he went through abuse. I'm not trying to be funny, bro. The bunny hopping and all that shit, like. And then to know he's one of Robert Kraft hoes and so is Jay-Z. These niggas want me to believe they tough niggas. And they some white men hoes is wild. Allegedly.
Whether or not the statute of limitations applies. But even in the law is what I'm saying. Even in the law, our way of viewing cases like this has changed drastically. But in the public, I think is where it really matters, Stephen A. We look at cases like this and we say people who are in power who did bad things to others have to be held accountable. I want to say it again. That is not me saying anything about Jay-Z. What that's saying is, when you talk about authorities, there is not some sense of, hey, this happened 24 years ago, not a lot of evidence, nothing to see here, we're just going to move on and prosecute.
We don't even know if it's a lot of evidence or not. Y'all, Jay-Z freaked out before we got to anywhere. Nigga, what? Who is this bitch? That's all Jay-Z's been saying since he found out. Who is this bitch? Jay-Z, they said they raped you. Who said it? That's not what your response supposed to be, nigga. Which one of them hoes said it?
Few cases from today. There is a real sense on behalf of law enforcement and authorities and courts and everyone to say, hey, these cases don't go away because they're old if the statute of limitations doesn't apply and they can be heard. And when you talk about investigations, this is what I thought was so interesting about the Diddy case, and I think resonates throughout the entertainment industry. I think investigators are now looking at cases like this, the Diddy case and beyond, and saying, when we get a sense of wrongdoing, we are not letting that go. We are not just letting that pass by and keeping an eye out for it. And will there be enough evidence? No, we're going to move on. This is, We are going to doggedly pursue something where we have a good faith belief that there is a crime. And it doesn't matter if it's old. And it doesn't matter if it might not fit in the particular context of what you might think the crime might be on its face. We're going to look deeper, see if there's some enterprise here, see if there's something else going on. Stephen A., I can't even tell you, having been a lawyer for well over 2 decades, it is a massive, massive shift in the way we look at survivors of sexual assault.
Thanks, bro.
Massive. Because before, I think people thought, hey, if I don't say something quickly, if I don't do something quickly, I don't have a chance. And even if I do, my name's going to be dragged through the mud. I'm going to be tortured through this entire process. Even then, I might not get justice. Now we live in a different world. Now these cases are being heard. There is a sense on behalf of law enforcement, judges, others.
And I think they should take that in consideration with the other side too. So like with Jay-Z sitting there whining about his reputation and shit, it's like, nigga, but you can just go to Aruba. Like, you can still, they ain't gonna say, if Jay leaves the country right now, they're not gonna say shit. Jay-Z can't leave the country right now? They gonna freak out if Jay-Z get near a jet? He can do what he want. So that's why I don't even be hearing none of this shit. And some of you niggas rolling on Diddy, did y'all hear what happened to Jamie Foxx today? Jamie Foxx got hit in the mouth with some glass and had to get stitches in his mouth. See, didn't I say something to you about lying on Diddy the other night? You lied on Diddy and got instant karma. Oh, nigga, I was never at no Diddy party. I left before 9. It was some crazy shit. Nigga, what? No, you didn't lie on Diddy like that, nigga. I saw you tell me that you've personally thrown parties for Diddy. Nigga, you lied on that nigga, and then I wake up this morning, Jamie Foxx had to get stitches after getting hit in the mouth with glass. I said, damn, nigga. Hold on, let me see if I can find that story right quick, nigga. Nigga, I was like, nigga, you lied on motherfucker Diddy. I watched the Jamie Foxx special. I didn't even make it all the way through. It was the most depressing special I've ever seen, ever. If you seen the Jamie Foxx shit, bro, you know, nigga, that shit was so fucking depressing, nigga. It was like that scene from Soul Food that felt so unnecessary. Oh, you gotta be an old head and know Soul Food. That unnecessary ass scene from Soul Food where it was like after mama died. It's like that shit, like you had to sit in. Was that or what? I think they've done that in multiple movies. Like, why we gotta sit in here with this dead body, nigga? Like, this nigga, bro, he almost cried like 4 times. Nigga, my wife fell asleep, nigga. he almost cried 4 times. Nigga, he talked about how he almost went to hell. Like, then he was blaming the shit on Diddy. He said he saw Satan and Satan was looking like Diddy and had a flaming bottle of baby oil. Like, it was just like, I was like, why you lie on Diddy?
Jamie Foxx speaking out today after an altercation inside of a restaurant. This happened last night at Mr. Chow. A spokesperson for the actor says someone at another table threw a glass at Foxx during his birthday dinner. Police were called out.
You got hit in the mouth with a glass at your birthday dinner. Happy birthday, Jay. Fuck your birthday, nigga. Kendra, what's happening? This nigga, Jamie, the motherfucker, I told you don't be lying.
Of a restaurant. This happened last night at Mr. Chow. A spokesperson for the actor says someone at another table threw a glass at Foxx during his birthday dinner. Police were called out, but officers wound up finding no one threw.
Kendra said she ain't make it halfway. That shit was depressing, bro. I'm not playing. Like, you would giggle like one time and then it would get depressing again. And then it was basically, and he did Martin's whole run tell that stand up without doing the funny parts. He did all like the sad parts of it. He did a couple impressions, bro. I didn't make it. I'm gonna make my wife finish watching tomorrow. Anita, what's happening?
Confusing because Fox's spokesperson says Foxx had to get stitches. Police call it simply a fight between 2 parties. They left without making any arrests. This happened as Foxx had finally gone public with the public health battle that nearly cost him his life last year when a brain bleed led to a stroke.
Like, half of the thing he was blaming God and was just talking about how off the hook, like, nigga, he literally was like, God, I think you made a mistake. I'm like, nigga, what is going on? Hey, LeBron, they not letting you get off the hook either. You, nigga, I saw this shit. I ain't watched this shit yet because I had to bring this to the table. Oh, nigga. Hold on, did I already fix it? I think I already fixed it. Yep. Hold on.
Time now for some of the biggest trending stories you'll want to know today. Sports legend. People call him the GOAT. LeBron James taking an excused absence from the basketball season. This, as resurfaced video, is being examined in a new light. Plus, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's latest Netflix adventure is not a smash with critics. We'll tell you what people are saying. Let's bring in News Nation's entertainment expert, Paula Froelich, who has the scoop. Always great to see you, my friend.
Ooh, she do not own a brush.
You do. Let's talk about LeBron James, the Lakers
Let's talk about it.
head coach, saying he is out for personal reasons. It's an excused absence. However, social media trying to connect it to a resurfaced clip where James joined Diddy Combs on a live stream and said, quote, "Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party." I think that went viral. I remember when he said
everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah. Niggas, they are doing anything they can. Remember, LeBron turned his back on Jay-Z a long time ago. They doing anything they can to this, bro. They going at LeBron to nigga anything to save Jay.
that years ago. What's the scoop here?
Yep. So he's saying it's for personal reasons. And to be fair, he has not been playing well this year. He's playing with his son on the Lakers. That's great. He and Bronny are together. I don't know if that's a good thing. You know,
it should not for the Lakers.
They thought it would be. And then, of course, you have social media because, as we know, last week it was announced that somebody is suing Jay-Z. And those of you...
look, man, where is his pictures with Jay? Where is LeBron's pictures with Jay? Don't do this.
Who read my column and watch me have known that I've talked for a while. A lot of people are buzzing that Diddy's former BFFs are real.
Where are the pictures of him and Jay? Bro, him and Jay got their own secret handshake they do after the game. Oh, man, y'all niggas is something else, bro.
Quiet.
And they have been.
And people were wondering why and who's the next to fall. And then Jay-Z comes out. And then LeBron James says, I'm stepping away for excused personal reasons. And people are going, oh, what is going on here?
He juicing. I keep telling y'all his he's juicing. He don't give a fuck about Diddy party. He going to the one when Diddy get out.
James was chosen by Anna Wintour to chair the Met Gala next year. You're hearing from your sources she may be regretting that decision.
You and I talked about this about a month ago.
We did.
And
we broke it.
It was a lot of people were raising their eyebrows. He's the honorary chair of the big Met Gala for honoring black tailors. And yeah, it's a real interesting choice right now, especially because of that video. And people don't know who or what the next domino is to fall. And, you know, we'll see if it comes and bites her.
All right, let's move on to your favorite couple, Harry and Meghan.
Oh, boy.
They have a new doc. It's called Polo. I think people aren't loving Polo.
Nope. And again, I hate to say it, Nostradamus here predicted it. It's just really hard. First of all, there aren't that many interesting people or likable people in the sport of polo in general.
Bitch, no. I don't need to hear that. But here's something we do got to listen to. Will Smith, come on, bring your ass on to the front, nigga. I see you want to be on Demon Time. You on Demon Time, Fresh Prince?
Yo, the devil's in full effect.
You love taking shots at niggas, especially niggas that can't defend themselves. Yeah, this nigga had something slick to say about Diddy.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Yo, the devil's in full effect.
But the world we're in right now, it's really hard for y'all to like discern
First of all,
what's
you
real
up under that demon ass light
and what's true, you know? And I've been seeing y'all memes and stuff. People be making memes. I see the memes. I see them now. Some of that stuff is funny. Some of it's funny. But I haven't addressed any of this publicly, but I just want to say this very clearly. I don't have shit to do with Puffy, so y'all can stop all the
Puffy fuck Jada too, nigga. Why you? I don't even look at this point. Will, shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the nigga. Are you for real, nigga? Y'all niggas is real. Man, the elites got y'all full on attacking Diddy, bro. This is wild, bro. Maybe Diddy didn't do shit. The elites bringing everybody out. They done dug Will Smith. He just admitted, I ain't said nothing publicly, but as soon as they try to blame shit on Jay-Z, I want to come out here and throw dirt on Diddy name. What? What the fuck is happening? I can't be the only one that sees this shit, nigga. I can't be.
stop all of that bullshit.
This shit crazy,
nigga.
nigga.
Nowhere near no damn freak off.
What? Nigga, Will wildin', nigga.
I can stop all of that bullshit. I ain't been nowhere near no damn freak off.
Stop lying, nigga. You and your wife are notorious for having freak off. This nigga, he act like we ain't seen none of the red table talks. He swear we have not seen any red table talks, nigga. What the fuck is this nigga? He ain't been nowhere near no damn freak off, nigga. Your life is a fucking freak off, nigga. We was, don't you know how shocked we were when we found out that you just live in a perpetual freak off, Will? Yeah, your freak off was called an entanglement. You live in a perpetual freak off. You got the nerve to be looking down on Diddy talking about some nigga. August Alsina was dicking. I mean, living in your house, eating out of the motherfucking ice cream with no bowl, nigga, and digging your motherfucking wife's dugout all the way. Now you worried about what the fuck Diddy was doing, nigga. You still don't get it in your house. Nigga, you ain't fucked Jada since the night you slapped Chris Rock. And you didn't fuck her that night either. She just gave you that nod of approval. Just, this nigga Will weak as fuck, bro.
Listen, I do enough of my own shit. Don't be putting me in other people's bullshit.
So your freak offs are better than Diddy's?
This the kidnappers again, man.
Man, stop saying that shit over the phone. Damn.
I can't say shit, can I?
Yeah, I be having my freak offs, nigga, but they ain't Diddy freak offs. Nigga, what did you mean? Bro, the shit rich people say, bro, they be in their own fucking world, bro. When you get to this level of fame and richness, you just be in your own world with the shit. Good night, Victoria. This nigga like, yeah, I be doing my own shit, but it ain't Diddy.
No damn freak off. Listen, I do enough of my own shit. Don't be putting me in other people's bullshit. I ain't been nowhere near that man. I ain't did none of that stupid shit. So whenever y'all hear it, if somebody say that, it's a damn lie.
Where is this anti-Diddy shit coming from?
I don't even like baby oil.
Oh, shit. What is happening? They're pummeling Diddy.
That's not funny. but I haven't said that publicly. I just did. Y'all the first time. I usually don't respond to dumbass stuff because it's like people get so many things people say so much.
Right, but you made sure to respond to this one though. You put it on record. You don't normally respond, but for some reason, right after Jay-Z get caught up in some shit, you need to respond to some shit nobody knew you were accused of. Who the fuck? When have y'all heard that Will Smith? I have not heard these Will Smith Diddy rumors. Jay-Z get accused. Will Smith pop up out of no fucking. When I tell you this nigga pops up out of nowhere, bro. Which is weird to say that about this nigga now, but that's what it was. He pop up out of fucking nowhere. Yeah, just so y'all know, I'm not involved with Diddy. Nigga, did nobody ask you? Hey, y'all know, bro, y'all know what the real rumors are. Let's talk about the real Diddy rumors. The real Diddy rumors is he be smacking niggas in the faces with bottles. Before I heard any of this shit about him beating up girls or seeing him beat up Cassie, I heard the stories about him beating up a lot of y'all niggas. Y'all niggas still scared of Diddy? Is Diddy at the age where he just gonna get that iron? He gonna get the fire? Get the fire. I can't wait till Soulja Boy come out and turn on Diddy, nigga. Big Draco, who you standing with? You gonna stand with Jay or you standing with Diddy? Because obviously you can't do both now. Why right now? Why right after Jay-Z gets exposed? That's all I want to know. What the fuck? Didn't nobody even know Will Smith had a show. It's probably on like 45 people at that motherfucker. And why is he in that satanic ass light? Why is it just me? Why everybody gotta make it seem like I'm the crazy one? Just on y'all niggas, just stay on demon time. Bro, I normally don't say shit like this, but I'm letting you know. Don't watch that Jamie Foxx shit unless you plan on being sad. Because it was such a letdown because they had me thinking I was about to watch Jamie Foxx on some I might need security shit. This shit was more like I might need some tissues. That nigga had to sit down because he was about to start crying. I was like, nigga, is it what? Then he did something weird. I looked over my wife. I was like, well, going to work. Turn this shit off and start getting ready for work. This shit was weird. I mean, it caught me off guard. I know I've already mentioned it, but I have to mention it one more time. That shit caught a nigga all the way off guard. Let me make sure I ain't missed too much Jay-Z. Didn't miss anything Jay-Z, because it wasn't too much Jay-Z and shit today. It's just a lot of motherfucking posturing for this nigga. A lot of posturing. NBC News basically re-uploading that clip, which we about to watch that shit again because I want to hear how long she talked one more time. Why do y'all niggas be sitting in the thumbnail saying shh? Well, don't worry about it. Let's see what old girl was talking about again from yesterday. All right, which one of these is it? I can't wait to see what Busby do well, not tomorrow, Monday. 6 days a week. I'm off Sunday. All right, here we go. There we go.
You should always advocate for yourself and be a voice for yourself. You should never let what somebody else did ruin or run your life.
B-Love, what's happening? Miss Lady, what up? Carefree, what up? Checking in with like number 110. What the fuck going on, Carefree? Everybody else hit that like button. Because if Carefree's at 110, that has to be up to date. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the whole Real Late Night crew. All right, let's pay attention to how long she talks and what she be actually talking about. Because this clip is 5 minutes long. She do not talk for 5 minutes.
You should always advocate for yourself and be a voice for yourself. You should never let what somebody else did ruin or run your life.
A 38-year-old mother from Alabama who has filed a lawsuit accusing Sean Diddy Combs and Jay-Z of raping her when she was 13 years old is speaking out to NBC News for the first time. She asked us not to reveal her identity.
What made you want to come forward and talk today?
Because I think that I've been quiet long enough about what I've been through, and it's been hard enough to be quiet. But it's a chapter of my life that I'd like to close.
An NBC News review of her account found inconsistencies with her allegations. She says that she went to the MTV Video Music Awards in 2000 to catch a glimpse of her favorite celebrities.
You weren't scared to be all alone?
Why is that the question? So this is the second question. We're on question number 2. The first question was, why now? Okay, that's an okay question. What do you mean? Okay, so if you're going to ask her a question like, are you scared? This better be, you're asking like 30 questions.
No, with having autism is...
Right, because that's why you're next to the art like that.
Is like feeling like you live your life in a shatterproof juggle ball.
What does this have to do with anything? And why are they playing this? I don't have no problem with, okay, she went on like kind of a thing explaining it. Why did y'all edit it to include this? So question 2 was, were you scared? And she explains what it's like to have autism. Okay, let's keep going.
The world's on fire. The fire is inside the ball with you, but there's no way for you to get out.
In addition to having autism, the woman says she suffered a head injury. The night of the 2000s VMAs.
And they just casually said that. And she suffered a head injury. When, where, how, why, how serious was it? What are you talking about? Did she bump her head? Or did she, like, just throwing in random shit?
She says a friend drove her from Rochester, New York to Manhattan, a more than 5-hour drive.
Yeah, the autism bunny is what I call it.
Her attorney provided NBC News with the name of the friend who has since died. The woman's...
Are you sure that they provided you the name of the friend? Why would they give you the name of the friend when they're trying to keep the person secret? You kind of slid past that.
Says she spoke to Combs's limo driver who offered her a ride to an after party.
I stumbled upon Diddy's driver who told me that I was exactly what Diddy was looking.
Let's just keep this a buck. If this is really the chick, then this case gets thrown out immediately. Just for the record.
Looking for.
But I don't think it's the chick, for the record.
What did you think when he said that to you?
I thought it meant that I was just pretty.
She went to a White House.
So wait.
I was exactly what Diddy was.
Since died. The woman says she spoke to Combs's limo driver who offered her a ride to an after party.
I stumbled upon Diddy's.
So we don't even get to hear the third question. The third question is implied. We don't get to hear her ask. It just kind of implies. So we'll kind of consider this question 3.
Driver who told me that I was exactly what Diddy was looking for.
What did you think when he said that to you?
I thought it meant that I was just pretty.
She went to a White House, she says, where she spoke to musicians.
Now, here's where it gets interesting that I think somebody was trying to explain to me, and I think I've caught on. So apparently, correct me if I'm wrong, Tisa is reporting Were these niggas there in 2003 instead of 2000? And like basically a lot of stuff is matched up in 2003 instead of 2000. Is that what it is? Including them. I hadn't even heard no mention of these niggas, and all of a sudden they get mentioned. Remember, there's a whole nother celebrity that we not allowed to know about. They didn't even ask, like, who is celebrity B? She brought up some celebrities that literally hadn't even been named. And she brought them up out of nowhere.
Benji Madden and his brother.
I'm talking to Benji Madden about his tattoo because, you know, I have about his tattoo that's the Last Supper because I have a religious background. So it was just something to talk about.
In a statement to NBC News, a representative of the Maddens confirmed that they did not attend the 2000 VMAs and that they were on tour in the Midwest at the time.
It's the perfectly worded statements for me.
At the after party, she says she had a drink that made her feel woozy. Then she says Combs and Carter took turns raping her while a female celebrity watched.
Jay-Z comes in.
So why didn't y'all ask her about this?
And rapes me. He at that point I was fighting, trying to get away from him.
How come we don't hear her? See how they say stuff for her? After accepting a drink, she felt woozy and lightheaded. This is from the lawsuit. No, I want to hear this bitch that y'all telling me is her. I want to hear her explain this. Not you you see how they're reading some parts from the lawsuit and then go back to whoever this person is?
Comes in and rapes me. He at that point I was fighting, trying to get away from him, and he put his hand over my mouth and told me to stop it, cut the.
After the alleged rape, she says she ran to a gas station.
No, you're reading this. I want to hear it from her.
Where she called her father, who picked her up and drove her home.
You see how heavily edited her statements are? Instead of them, she'll say like one sentence and then they'll cut it off and then explain some shit she's saying. Then let her say one sentence and then they'll cut it off and they'll explain. Like, this is some bullshit.
We rode home in silence. He didn't ask me what happened. He didn't ask me what I did or where I was.
In an interview with NBC News, her father said he could not verify the claims. Quote, I felt like I would remember that, and I don't. I have a lot going on, but I mean, that's something that would definitely stick in my mind.
Ms. Davis, what's happening?
He said. When we asked the woman about the contradictions in a phone interview on Friday, she said that she stands by her statements. I have made some mistakes, she said. Honestly, what is the...
My thing with that, Regina, is I feel like a lot of people are reaching on that. Ain't none of that shit fact. That's just a theory. And people have to understand the difference between theories and quoting shit as fact. There's no evidence to prove it. Y'all niggas don't even know who the girl is to be sitting here like, oh, I know it's 2003. Like, I understand the theory and I'm okay with the theory, but yeah, as far as like, that shit is not a fact. And there's no way you can prove it to be a fact either. But I will say this. When she says, I made some mistakes, this literally could mean anything.
Said, when we asked the woman about...
And I don't believe that whole they talk to her daddy shit. We ain't even hear. So just so you know, let's see. We are now at 3 minutes in. So this...
Stop it, cut the...
After the alleged...
So this is where they stopped talking to her. So now 3 minutes in, the interview with her is over. So we've heard her talk for about 30 seconds and not uninterrupted.
Rape, she says she ran to a gas station where she called her father, who picked her up and drove her home.
We rode home in silence. He didn't ask me.
Okay, one more.
What happened? He didn't ask me what I did or where I was.
In an interview with NBC News, her father...
Yeah, but I want to hear her talk about how they was driving for 5 hours.
Said he could not verify the claims. Quote, I felt like I would remember that, and I don't. I have a lot going on, but I mean, that's something that would definitely...
How do we know who this person is? My main thing with NBC, the first thing is, before I start calling them all types of liars and shit, this is the first thing I want them to tell me. I need them to tell me first. How did y'all vet that this was the person that filed the lawsuit? And you didn't vet it through Tony Busby, because that's when I would have believed you.
At least stick in my mind, he said. When we asked the woman about the contradictions in a phone interview on Friday, she said that she stands by her statements.
She stands by her statements. They say the first thing out of their mouth is, we called her and she stands by her statements. And then they go,
the mistake, she said.
I have made some mistakes. You literally can say this in a sentence where you're talking about how you're telling the truth right now. You could tell me that her statement is, I have made some mistakes and I have lied. And then her very next sentence could be, but I'm not making a mistake or lying about this. Why is this taken so out of context? And nobody's even questioned it. It just, it makes me sick to my stomach, the amount of y'all niggas that don't even question this shit.
Honestly, what is the clearest is what happened to me. The inconsistencies in her account of an incident alleged to have happened 24 years ago does not necessarily mean the allegations are false. The accuser's attorney, Tony Busby, said, because we have interrogated her intensely, she has even agreed to submit to a polygraph.
Who did he say this to, though? Because he didn't say it to NBC.
This has been extremely distressing for her, to the point she has experienced seizures and had to seek medical treatment due to the stress. In a statement to NBC News, Sean Carter.
But Jay-Z actually said something to NBC News. Busby didn't.
Carter said this incident didn't happen, and yet he filed it in court and doubled down in the press. True justice is coming. We fight from victory, not for victory.
What does that mean? Have you ever heard that before? We don't fight from victory, we fight for victory. What the fuck? I've never heard that. Is that some shit he learned from the Blue Bloods or whoever he be hanging with? I've never heard of that.
Part of you scared?
Okay, they doubled back. So she stopped talking. They came back a minute later to ask her about being scared. Why won't they ask her about why did Anthony Busby make you lie? Why wouldn't they ask her this? They flew all the way there for this.
Coming out against such powerful people?
Yeah, I'm scared of what could happen, but I'm more afraid of letting it eat me alive from the inside out than I am of, being chastised by their fans.
All right, Chloe Malas joining us now live. Chloe,
she did it. She's supposed to be autistic. They interviewed her without her lawyer present. And right now you're going to hear this lady admit that she talked to Jay-Z, she talked to Diddy, but she ain't say shit about whether or not she reached out to Busby.
Just heard a very strongly worded statement from Jay-Z. What else are you hearing from him and his team?
Yes, so his attorney said that they're going to ask the court to, quote, dismiss this frivolous case. And also moments ago, we heard from Diddy's legal team, and I want to read you some of what they said. They said, quote, this is the beginning of the end of this shameful money grab. And remember, he remains behind bars at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, and his criminal trial begins in May.
All right, very thorough reporting there. Chloe, thank you so much.
Very thorough reporting, even though you didn't even ask about her fucking attorney. You didn't ask about any of the shit. You didn't ask for any details. Do you have any proof that Jay-Z really did this? Anything. You just nothing. You didn't even play audio of her contradicting herself. Her contradiction came from a conversation you claimed you had after the fact and another conversation you claimed you had with her after the fact. Calling this shit thorough. Get off her dick, nigga. This bitch thinks she cute enough to be lying. You ain't that cute. Yeah, all right, but you can't lie to me. But you a liar. she's been fighting with Tony Busby for months to stay secret, and then right after, then all of a sudden she wake up one day, and I want to know how if she didn't get to NBC News through Anthony, because if she talked to Tony Busby can get to motherfucking NBC News real quick and get this shit done. But with Tony Busby not helping her, how the fuck did she get in contact with NBC News that fast? And they vet and know that that's her. How do they know it's her? Because this autistic girl with the rape case have all of her papers handy dandy. Because that's what y'all wanted me to feel. That's why y'all showing her with the bunny and next to the little drawings and stuff like. Bro, I know what type of strings y'all tugging. I know media tricks. And I'm not woke, so I don't have no problem calling that shit out. You not go, oh, you have a problem with autism. If that's the road you want to go down, have fun. See you later. These are the same news people that told me that Hillary Clinton was going to win. Told me that Kamala was going to win. Same ones. All I got to say is, bro, if that's really her, then they paid her off. But I don't even think that's really her. And the fact that Jay-Z uploaded this video to the Rock Nation channel after not putting the video up for 9 months, that lets you know two things. Number one, he's in cahoots with NBC because that's a copyright violation. And number two, Jay-Z is scared. That's why he got everybody out here right now vouching for him and shitting on Diddy. Jay-Z is scared right now. See, that's the difference, Jay. Everybody expected Diddy to get caught up like this. And the Beehive know damn well there'll never be a tape out that'll show motherfucking you running down the hallway in a motherfucking towel getting ready to beat Beyonce ass. They expect to see a tape of Beyonce running out whooping your ass first. And I have to agree with them. I would believe that there's video of Beyonce running down the hallway in a towel and snatching your ass up like Diddy did Cassie. Yeah, that opening line is like, what is that? You should always advocate. Where did that come from? What are we talking about? Why ain't y'all? They only asked her like 5 questions and none of them was any of the questions that we really wanted answers to. And I'm just supposed to believe this shit. Good luck. They pot committed with this shit. And now this shit is bad because right now the NFL had the perfect flow. They dropped the Kendrick Not Like Us shit. Then they rode that momentum to announcing him at the Super Bowl. Then once that momentum kind of died down, then bam, he ran back up with GNX. He dropped his album, and it's supposed to just be about Kendrick, that album, on the way to the Super Bowl. And man, has that been derailed. Napa, what happening? That shit has been derailed, nigga. No, I'm gonna go watch that shit. For the record, I stand on my statement earlier. My statement's like, motherfuckers can't tell me breaking news, bro. Because I ain't going. But I always investigate and watch everything. That's how we end up where we at now. That's how we end up where we at. We gonna actually watch the shit. We gonna actually read the shit. We've read through the whole indictments of Diddy, read through the lawsuits, the motions, all this shit. Got to be thorough with it. My thing is, I don't want to get caught up in this type of shit situation of, let's say it is in 2003. I'm not putting 2000 off the table. It could be some type of ritual thing that they do where they sacrifice the motherfuckers on the VMAs, because that's when they be having access to the public. Because you got to remember, a lot of these times, especially when all the celebrities are together, they don't be having access to the public like that. This could be some, have you ever seen that movie, Party with Idiots or something like that? Where like all the smart people try to see who could bring the dumbest person to the dinner with idiots or whatever the fuck. They could be treating them award shows like that, because the VMAs is definitely the one where it's easy for them to, bro, if you wanted to just snipe some motherfuckers, like you literally can just pop out in the back like, hey, y'all want to roll? And motherfuckers is gone. So I'm gonna check this shit out and we're gonna go over it Monday. For sure. For sure. Cause that's the only thing, like when it comes to that type of shit, that'd be my only thing is I ain't fucking with nothing unless I see receipts. Period. It's just it's too much for me. I know enough stories that I can't confirm that if I don't tell my stories that I don't have no way of proving, then I'm not telling yours. Just God, I'm gonna roll with it. But shit, I'm getting out of here. I'm getting ready to go to church, bro. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Shout out to Kendra. Shout out to Critical Smoker. The well wishes, I appreciate them. I can't wait until all this is over. If you know, you know. But for now, say goodnight to your boy, AJ. You on demon time. We got something for that ass. I expect more allegations for Jay-Z this week as well. I expect more. I expect it. The way he was panicking, we've never seen Jay-Z panic like this. Jay-Z has gone above and beyond to never look like how he's looking right now. And he looked desperate. And the media is desperate for you to take his side. And that is, they don't understand that sometimes they should not do this, because that's when people start questioning. It's like, you got Stephen A. Smith sitting with a lawyer talking about, I've been friends with Jay-Z for 25 years. What the fuck? Trending Miss Lady Janice. Shout out to Bob, Napa, Kendra, Regina, Carefree. Make sure y'all hit that like button before y'all get out of here. P. Fox, Josu, Katya, Samara. I hope I said that correctly. James, Carrie. I might go shoot some zombies before I lay down. It's possible. It's possible. Make sure you hit the like button. Just know one thing. Excuse me. The one thing you need to know before we leave is you got to understand God is great. God is great. Donis, we out of here. Top 20. Jay gotta be nervous. I've never seen him move like this. Never seen him move like this. We'll see how it turn out, Jay. God is great, man. Love y'all to death. Hit that like button. Everybody else, let's vibe out like we always do. I'll see y'all Monday. Gotta get that day off. Gotta go praise the Lord. You should too. You should too.
You should always advocate for yourself and be a voice for yourself. You should never let what somebody else did run your life.
A 38-year-old mother from Alabama who has filed a lawsuit accusing Sean Diddy Combs and Jay-Z of raping her when she was 13 years old is speaking out to NBC News for the first time. She asked us not to reveal her identity.
What made you want to come forward and talk today?
Because I think that I've been quiet long enough about what I've been through, and it's been hard enough to be quiet. But it's a chapter of my life that I'd like to close.
An NBC News review of her account found inconsistencies with her allegations. She says that she went to the MTV Video Music Awards in 2000 to catch a glimpse of her favorite celebrities.
You weren't scared to be all alone?
No, with having autism is like feeling like you live your life in a shatterproof joyable ball. The world's on fire. The fire is inside the ball with you, but there's no way for you to get out.
In addition to having autism, the woman says she suffered a head injury. The night of the 2000s VMAs, she says a friend drove her from Rochester, New York to Manhattan, a more than 5-hour drive. Her attorney provided NBC News with the name of the friend who has since died. The woman says she spoke to Combs's limo driver who offered her a ride to an after party.
I stumbled upon Diddy's driver who told me that I was exactly what Diddy was looking for.
What did you think when he said that to you?
I thought it meant that I was just pretty.
She went to a White House, she says, where she spoke to musicians Benji Madden and his brother.
I'm talking to Benji Madden about his tattoo because, you know, I have about his tattoo that's the Last Supper because I have a religious background. So it was just something to talk about.
In a statement to NBC News, a representative of the Maddens confirmed that they did not attend the 2000 VMAs and that they were on tour in the Midwest at the time. At the after party, she says she had a drink that made her feel woozy. Then she says Combs and Carter took turns raping her while a female celebrity watched.
Jay-Z comes in and rapes me. He at that point I was fighting, trying to get away from him, and he put his hand over my mouth and told me to stop it, cut the.
After the alleged rape, she says she ran to a gas station where she called her father, who picked her up and drove her home.
We rode home in silence. He didn't ask me what happened. He didn't ask me what I did or where I was.
In an interview with NBC News, her father said he could not verify the claims. Quote, I felt like I would remember that, and I don't. I have a lot going on, but I mean, that's something that would definitely stick in my mind, he said. When we asked the woman about the contradictions in a phone interview on Friday, she said that she stands by her statements. I have made some mistakes, she said. Honestly, what is the clearest is what happened to me. The inconsistencies in her account of an incident alleged to have happened 24 years ago does not necessarily mean the allegations are false. The accuser's attorney, Tony Busby, said, because we have interrogated her intensely, she has even agreed to submit to a polygraph. This has been extremely distressing for her to the point she has experienced seizures and had to seek medical treatment due to the stress. In a statement to NBC News, Sean Carter said this incident didn't happen, and yet he filed it in court and doubled down in the press. True justice is coming. We fight from victory, not for victory.
Is any part of you scared coming out against such powerful people?
Yeah, I'm scared of
what makes them powerful.
Happened, but I'm more afraid of letting it eat me alive from the inside out than I am of, you know, being chastised by their fans.
All right, Chloe Malas joining us now live. Chloe, we just heard a very strongly worded statement from Jay-Z. What else are you hearing from him and his team?
Yes, so his attorney said that they're going to ask the court to, quote, dismiss this frivolous case. And also moments ago, we heard from Diddy's legal team, and I want to read you some of what they said. They said, quote, this is the beginning of the end of this shameful money grab. And remember, he remains behind bars at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, and his criminal trial begins in May.
All right, very thorough reporting there. Chloe, thank you so much for that.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.
Y'all see it. Yeah. That's what it is. Best hands in the world. Y'all be playing with me. Come taste it yourself. See all that butter? Deliciousness. Y'all want to know the secret so bad about the cookbook. little bit more. A little bit more.
And this is why big backing is an epidemic. This is why big backing is an epidemic. I had to take a shot of insulin. Get some insulin from somebody else to finish watching this video. Y'all swear y'all be cooking. You got a whole 40-pound bag of sugar on 3 pans of yams. Talking about you see it. We see it. We see diabetes. We see gout, cavities in all teeth, hypertension, headaches, limb amputations, the big arm disease. I don't know what they call it, but just big arms. And if you can spread sugar like that, it's too much. Talking about it in a little bit more. That's enough. Jesus said that was enough. It's more than enough. It's abundant. You cooking up disease at this point. I wouldn't eat them yams with somebody else's mouth. We gotta do better. We gotta stop this mess.
Yo, what's going on, boys? How are you?
Yo, dap me up.
Hey, all right, damn. What part of the city are you from?
Yo,
What's up?
there, brother.
Hey,
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
You guys ready for this?
Take this.
Oh, all right, sick. Why don't you guys come inside? Don't ski. These are the guys.
I'm Octavius Gray. And I'm Steve. Steve LeBlanc. It's okay, I have vape in here, right?
Set the mood right. If you are, baby, I'm looking so fly.
We out, Lennox.
Sunset rooftop, yeah, that's nice, right? Hop in the G class, I know you need that. Heart racing fast like the speed of light. Is this attraction?
Oh, P. Foxx, that's very interesting.
You want satisfaction, but only for one night. This could be real love, but you've been broken, and I just want
Very
you
true,
to
James.
see what I can be for you. 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 You got me wrapped up in your love.
Barely.
Finding you is like a treasure. Making my heart feel this way, yeah, yeah. And I'll treat you so damn special. What you did, who you were with, I don't care about those days. When I'm with you, I won't complain. Share your success and heartbreaks. Yeah, you know I stay by your side. Never leave you dissatisfied. But I need you to let me know. Is this attraction? Or is it the moonlight? You want satisfaction?
Hey man, shout out to all the new subs, man. It's crazy.
This could be real love, but you've been broken, and I just want you to see what I can be for you. 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 Baby girl, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Oh, yeah, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Yeah, girl, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Oh, yeah, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl. Bring it on, do
Crushed it.
God is great. Have a great Sunday, bro. Late Night Crew, we'll be back Monday. We'll be back.
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
That's it.
I gotta go.
You got it, Jess.
I don't want to hurt myself.
You gotta pee? It's all right.
No,
You got it, Jess.
you gotta go, girl.
Let go.
I don't even want to fall.
Turn to the side.
You're okay. Just
Good.
land right on that booty, girl. Just put your legs out
Turn
and
to the
pull on
side.
your booty.
Jess, you're amazing. You got it.
You got it. You got it. Turn to the side. Just let go and turn. Like you're laying in bed.
Yep.
Like you're jumping onto your bed on your side.
Just let go and turn to the side. Shut your eyes.
You got it, my love.
Just turn to the side.
You're okay.
Careful.
I've never even heard of him.
I'm petty.